games to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, had a game so. Still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus some UNDERDOG, cause a lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'ma fuck her, then I leave her. It's the old Mac needs, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac needs.
Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, I fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through and wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dumping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tab, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the
as I make my way. The fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue Vans in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Put your life together.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.
What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya.
What up, Bogard Scott Free? I done smoked the whole joint in the intro, bro.
Yeah. I'm about to smoke a joint of this wafers, vanilla and berry cream. And
Cream.
it's 1.5 grams and it's a triple infused pre-roll. So let's get down to biz.
Only the best.
Yeah. Shout out to Wafers. Go follow them on Instagram. It's Wafers Official. Oh man, and look at this. Hella official. They got the little wafer symbol right there. Got the glass tip on it. Woo! Yeah, check out all that keef and everything right around it. Let's spark it up because
All those lightsabers.
just like Emil said right now, RIP to Christian Watson. He's not all the way gone, but he's out. I mean, he's officially out for Friday. He's already been
Romeo Dobbs?
no Christian Watson.
Yeah, but I was saying Romeo Dobbs is trending.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hey, my guy. If only I would have been more confident in the Romeo Dobbs thing, I would have waited him out instead of
He's still hurt though. He is still hurt. He did not get into full practice. He's still questionable. His status for Sunday is up in the air. No, so Watson was bad enough that they knew that they're already putting him out. Christian Watson, he might be a true game time decision with this. Whoa, man, look at that. He might be a true game time decision with his hamstrings. Hamstrings are nothing to play around with, especially this early in the season. Could you imagine if he wasn't like, I don't know, 75%? They bring him out there and then he tweaks the hammy, then he's out for like 6 weeks or some shit. So
and then I gotta hunt him down and shoot him in real life.
yeah, so this just it sucks. But
Romeo Dobbs.
it's par for the course. It's just the way that it goes. Just the way that it goes.
It's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
All right. That's the big out news. Anyways, woo.
That is crazy. What is Christian Watson? It's a hammy?
Both guys. For Watson and Dubs?
Yeah. No, I know for Dobbs, it's the motherfucking the ham beat. But
What'd you ask about? What's the what?
Watson? My bad. Am I hella low?
No, I did. You just
Okay. How about now? Am I hella low now?
you were never low. It's Christian Watson and Dubs both got the hammies.
I know, but hold on. My shit was like flashing. I just turned it on. Now, how about now?
You're good. You sound exactly the same.
Is this even on? How about now?
Can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you. I'm just wondering if I'm like going through the interface or not.
That's what I'm saying. You sound exactly the same.
All right.
And Dennis said, Bogey, you're always high. We ain't low. We ain't low. And Rush Man said, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
What was that?
What? Hold on. Don't make me pull out the Stone Cold What's on you.
I was trying to find mine the whole time. I was like, where did I put my what's at?
All right. Here is some not so good news. Not necessarily injury news, but Joe Burrow, he gets that big ass bag yesterday. 275 mil, almost 220 of it guaranteed. And then an NFL insider comes out and says that Higgins and the Bengals are like miles and miles apart on this contract negotiations. And according to the Bengals, T. Higgins is not in their future plans anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
Really does. He better show out, man. You better show out to where they need to keep you.
Maybe. Okay. Just maybe. Ayuk and the Niners can't figure it out. He can just go. He can end up with Burrow. That would be awesome. We'll take Higgins.
Whoever ends up with Burrow,
I know, right?
Awesome.
But if it's not Higgins, Ayuk, right?
Pretty shitty, though. Pretty shitty to hear that. So
yeah,
just hope Higgins goes out there, leaves it all on the field, because that's the way that you're going to earn that paycheck. Is going to be all out on the field. He's been holding it down.
I mean, this is his last year.
His fourth year,
year.
All right.
Second rounder.
Ken Walker. What up, Dion? So Ken Walker is not on Friday's injury report after being limited yesterday. So let's go.
Okay, he's just grabbing his junk. You know what I mean? Grabbing his groin.
That's why we say Friday's show is the most important, because randomly, who knows why he was limited yesterday, but the reason
he was grabbing his groin, he did a touchdown. Then he's like, listen, fuck, he's doing this beast mode.
The only reason why anyone gets a questionable tag now is if you do not get a full go at practice. They said that he kind of like tweaked the groin, but I don't know. I don't even believe that now. I feel like they just gave him like half the practice off.
I think it's because he also had the groin about like 4 weeks ago. So, you know what I mean? Because even last year, remember, he got the sports hernia and had to get surgery. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what he had missed time early on last year. So, you know what I mean? It's not, that core, I have taken for someone who's been nursing a hernia for about 17 years, and it wasn't bad when I first had it. Now it's probably worse. You know what I'm saying? It is worse.
Marty said Evans to the Chiefs would break the internet. Yeah, for sure, but he ain't going to the Chiefs right now. He did say that he gave, Mike Evans, that is, gave the Bucks until the 9th, which is tomorrow, to make that deal. And let's see what happens, though.
They might trade him.
That'd be sweet. And let's see. T-Money. What up, T-Money? Says Josh Jacobs and Drake London for Eckler, a good trade. Nah.
If I could flip Eckler for that, but then I don't know. I don't really.
Who's trying to go after Drake London though? Like, can't even use Drake London as a piece of stuff.
You really gotta I gotta see it from Drake London again. You know what I mean? If he could pick up right where he left off to close the season, okay. And then we gotta see it first.
Rushman said, "Thanks, Burrow. Ticket prices just went up, but they just got way more expensive. Expensive."
Shit, they're already in the hole for that indoor facility they finally gave them. You know what I mean? And you know what's funny? That's why that's why Joe Burrow and them is tough as shit. You know what I mean? Plus, he's an Ohio kid anyway. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfuckers was just practicing outside in the snow and shit, bro. They didn't give a fuck.
Peacock said, "Smoke something, bitches, biatches."
Smoke weed every day.
And Super Saiyan Vegan said, "I swear y'all motherfuckers stay grinding on this shit, man. Let's fucking go." Said, "Not gonna lie, y'all probably my main fantasy content I watch." There we go. You the man.
We ain't fucking around. You know what I mean?
And that morning show, every day. This show, FNT, 1 o'clock West Coast time, 4 Eastern, every single weekday. And we're always coming through with some other streams besides those. But those are going to be the staples of this channel, those shows.
It's kind of dope because this actually all stems from a conversation we had a long time ago. Like, yo, we should do that shit every day.
Yeah.
And then, like, when the morning joint came up and we started doing it once a week on a Tuesday morning, it's like, you know what? We could do that shit every day. Because I always wanted to be Howard Stern, bro.
Yeah.
Naked bitches in that motherfucker.
And seeing, like, there's some people who are West Coasters who are going to work. You know, there may be some East Coasters who just got to work and they're an hour or two into the job. And like, man, I need an escape from work real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see what this fucking guys is doing.
And Marty said, "Huss, would you ever try a league with no bench spots? Could be fun." Nah, just do best ball.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, because like,
and if there is no bench, what is it? It's just your whole team's the starter?
Yeah, so I mean, that's almost like a 180 of best ball kind of.
It's like you have your roster, Then the rest are all flex, like 12 flexes. Like maybe one or two super. There's 2 super flexes.
And Marty said waivers would go crazy. Could be the exact opposite though. Like you might just have people on your team that you don't want to drop, and it'll like make you like, you know, like you're gonna have to make some real killer decisions on like who to drop and shit like that. I'm assuming the teams would be somewhat stacked.
This is what I'm gonna do next year, y'all. It's gonna be really annoying, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna join like triple the amount of best balls, but I'm just gonna hit auto on a bunch of them, like half of them.
No, you won't.
Yeah, well.
No, you won't.
Oh, look at the first 3 rounds I do. Did the rest auto. Yeah, roll the dice.
That's just funny.
Fantasy gods have in store for me.
You can't do it super early, or you might get some Richard Sherman and some KJ Wrights.
You're right. Okay, I go through, like, it takes me 3 hours, but I queue everyone that I would have.
Right, there you go.
Nice.
Because you never know who would actually land. Yeah. That'd be cool. And Marty said you either got to play someone or on a bye, drop them. Yeah, see, I mean, I already don't like doing that with shallow benches. That's why I made a point to, like, tell people, like, if you only have 5 bench spots, like, I'm never playing in your league, and I don't even like that. So this is, like, even more hardcore of, like, things that I don't like.
And I would say, if I could add more, I'd just add more bench spots.
Yeah.
It's going to provoke trades.
Yeah. And no bench spots helps the people who aren't that good, I feel. Like, well, maybe not no bench spots, but like small, like small bench, just rosters or whatever.
For real? Like redraft for real, that's when you get them package deals going. Like, I think people, they fuck up when they just go, oh, I want such and such for such and such. Like, you got to take it to the bench and be like, okay. Yeah, like if I'm giving up the better player, I want like hella shit from them, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to necessarily be starters either. I get the 1 or 2 good starters, and I look at their bench like, okay, what else do I need depth on? You know what I mean?
And I'm really just going to be trying to trade 1 starter plus 1 bench guy for like a way better starter is what I'm going to try.
Yeah, tear up for sure. But I'm just saying, like, you know, if you're trading with me, you know what I mean? That's what you got to do.
Yeah. And that's why me and Bogey don't trade too often.
We're on the same side of a trade, so we can never be on the opposite end.
Man, all you Cooper Cup people, it's crazy because we mentioned this like I can't remember when we mentioned it, but I know it was yesterday sometime, but now we got to mention it again. Sean McVay thinks that Cooper Cup, they said he has nerve issues, but he thinks he has really serious nerve issues.
Sean McVay, a doctor?
He's not, but they've had multiple, you know, exams now for multiple.
On his nerves. See what I did there?
Yeah, but Cooper Kupp's like seems like hella cool, so I don't think he's getting on his nerves like that.
Cooper Kupp seems like the guy that would like come and like shovel the snow from in front of your door. Hey, Coop, I'm snowed in again. I'll be right over with my snowplow. You know what I mean?
And Joe said, "How's that joint? Very, very nice and tasty. It's the wafers, vanilla, and it's a triple infused joint. And they actually won best joint in the Cannabis Cup, best non-infused joint, and best infused joint for the Cannabis Cup. So these guys are the shit.
Yeah, hell yeah! And then they get the best little disposable, reusable.
No,
no, okay.
I think that was, you know, self-proclaimed with the crew at the 420 crew mansion.
Oh yeah, I think that was me. I gave him the Bogey Award.
And Tino said the nerve of Cup to have issues.
Ooh, get him, birthday twin.
And Sebastian said, how's it taste? Oh man, it's super tasty because it's like all the wafers shit has like the OG hints, you know, of it. I mean, the guys who do this, I mean, super OG fans. Yeah. Oh. And man, the infusion part, I mean, that's what's hitting me. Like, I can't even like, I mean, I can't hit it like I'm hitting a bong like I want to, but
the cotton mouth forming right now.
Yeah, I got the water full right next to me.
Hell yeah, it doesn't motherfucking.
Fuck, Bob said he got that fucker with his first pick at 7. Where the hell you been at, man? We've been telling people to avoid Cooper Cup last couple weeks.
Yeah, and like avoid.
Oh shit, we just got news from Lee. Sorry to cut you off. He said now the expectation, just got this news that Cooper Cup is going to go on the IR. And that would keep him out the first 4. At least the first 4 games of the season. That's minimum, but who knows if that would be the maximum time.
Okay, so now let's say if just we got 4 weeks, and then you saw the SBI draft, right? Shout out to my man Heart to Star Kev in the super flex. He got him in round 9.
Who Cup?
Yeah, was it 9 or 7?
Might have been 8, but yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah. I still think that's too high.
I mean, I just wouldn't. I don't even want Cup right now. Like, this isn't like, okay, hamstring, go on IR. Like, there's all this type of shit that's been good. This has been a headache for 2 weeks, and like, how do we know it's not going to be a headache for half the season? How do we know they won't be sucking by then and be like, you know what? We're just going to keep you off because we're going for that number 1 seed now. Like, there's too many, like, bad things that could happen with Cup and the Rams. And I think Rams are – do you think they're going to try to tell the Cardinals to hold their beer?
I mean, okay, them. The Cardinals, right? So the Rams, the Cardinals. Who's trying to get Caleb Phillips? Maybe the Buccaneers. The first 3 weeks they're 0-3. They're like, screw it, no more wins. No, I mean we're all losses, right? Like there's so many teams that are going to be vying for this top pick. You know what I mean? Like it's I mean everybody's like, no one has a beer in their hand. They're like, someone hold it. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Who else? And Axel said who reported that. Literally just came in. It doesn't even say who. He didn't even put who reported it.
No, that's our guy Lee.
Yeah, but no, well, he's asking like
Lee reported it.
Yeah. He's our NFL insider.
He reported it to us, thus he reported it.
Yeah, we'll be finding more information as information's available.
Lee's pretty quick. You know what I mean? And like I said, sometimes even when he piled on and I got a little bit of time because he's hella quick, I some of the ones that I'm like, ooh, okay, let me check that out. And 9 times out of 10, he knocking it all out the park. He's faster than a fucker.
Peacock said I locked in the Seahawks over the Rams for his survival league. Okay. Got to switch it up a little bit because I'm sure that that the Commandos were like everybody's favorite choice, right?
I mean, I like the Commandos. I would have picked them anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like see if I can pick on the Cardinals hella early on with all like the uglier teams, like Washington, for example, right? Who does Cardinals got week 2? Who do the Arizona Cardinals play week 2?
I don't know.
I was asking.
Not sure.
No, I was asking the bitch, but she didn't even tell me. Who do the Arizona Cardinals play week 2?
What? And Bob said Yahoo said that shit. Yeah, the thing about that is like they make those videos like prior to August. So that fucking sucks. Like that's why you can't fuck with any advice from Yahoo or ESPN or like any of that shit. They're not out here playing in leagues and grinding like us, actually being in leagues. What up, Raphael? What up, bro? Let's smoke it up.
We breed our kind.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the 420 crew.
And Raphael said, I have Hurts, full PPR. I got Swift, RB to match. However, I have a trade for Mostert. Well, but what's the actual trade, though? Like Mostert for Swift? Let's see. And, Axel, we did talk about the T. Higgins news. So the T. Higgins news is that the Bengals said that he is not a part of their future plans. They are apparently miles and miles apart on the contract negotiations right now. So things could change, but I don't like hearing that shit, especially for our dynasty T. Higgins.
I mean, there's no doubt they're gonna pay Chase when it comes time, right? With this type of noise right here, right?
Yeah,
and then they got Orlando Brown locked down to protect their QB, who they just locked down. Everyone on defense is young as fuck. This is how they're gonna draft for the next couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Boyd, they got him for like another year or 2, actually. You know what I'm saying? So, they're in there like swimwear right now, bro.
Yeah,
you know I mean, it just sucks that he misses out the bag party because they barely even give out bags, bro.
Yeah, that's what's tough. And like, I feel it for T. Higgins. Like, man, I mean, what was he, first pick in the second round when Joe Burrow was drafted? And like, he's lived up to it. Like, I mean, Joe Burrow's missed more time than he has.
Man, they used to call it tea time.
Yeah.
tea and crumpets. You feel me? Just listen, baby. Oh, come on. He goes in.
Lee hit us with some more news. He said John Mechie officially out for Sunday. And Jimmy Ward out. Yeah, he hadn't been practicing all week. And then Blake Cashman. Blake Cashman is still on the Texans. I didn't even know he was in the NFL anymore.
Hey, listen, that's a hell of a last name. I ain't gonna lie. He's the cash man.
Yeah, super dope. And Axel said, can the Chiefs pay him? Man, I hope so. Like, that would be hella dope for our dynasty Higgins if he went over to the Chiefs somehow.
Okay, so they got to pay Bolton, right? Eventually, they're having problems paying Chris Jones right now, and I don't think they even want to pay that money.
But I think that's why, right? Because like he's old as fuck. Who knows how many years he actually?
He's like 29.
I think so.
28.
I mean, let's see if he's 29 already. I know he's 29.
He might be like 20, like 27.
Yeah, he just turned 29.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. But he's on the wrong side of 27. You know,
last year he was talking this noise too. And like, yeah, I want to get some Aaron Donald money and whoop, and they were like, fuck no. And then he went put his head down and had a career year. You know what I mean?
And because you know what's tough is like, yes, Patrick Mahomes on paper has like the biggest contract. But on a yearly basis, he's the number 8 highest paid QB right now. You take out the top 4, okay, because those are the guys who got paid this year. And then he's, 4th in the league as of like last year. But that's what's ridiculous, man. Like, Mahomes isn't even paid like number 1. Yeah, and Tina said Mahomes is now underpaid as well. But remember, you're the one who always talks about that extra long bag, not necessarily the year to year, right? Because that's why you said why the NCAA guys want to get into the league right away versus waiting. Super Saiyan said Chris Jones is like 40 years old in football years. For sure. Yeah, I mean, defensive linemen and offensive linemen, I mean, those guys, depending on how in shape you are and all that, it seems like those are the guys who, like, outside of skill positions, like they could really have super long lasting careers. Deep into their 30s. I mean, shit, we saw Whitworth like damn near 40, like out there. So,
man, motherfucking Tony Gonzalez, bruh. Motherfucking Tony, bruh. Played till he was like fucking hella old.
Yeah. And Elias. Come on, bro. Of course, Waller is questionable now. All of a sudden, he is who we thought he was.
And it's a motherfucking hamstring, bro. He done been had.
Listen. You know why? Here's why. Hold on. Here's why. It's the Kadarius Toney stink, bro.
Yeah, because see, this is how powerful the Kadarius Toney stink is that the actual draft pick that the Chiefs gave to the Giants to receive Kadarius Toney was then used to trade for Darren Waller. It's a motherfucking 5150, bro. If I have ever heard it.
Hey, see, we've been trying to tell you. Now let's jump over to Brian Burns, who's actually practicing today. He did not get the bag or the deal or anything, but he's out there at practice, and so this makes it look. If he wasn't going to play, he wouldn't go out to practice.
He's the son of a Mitch.
Hey, Lee said Shaq Leonard officially clears concussion protocol. Let's go.
There you go. The Maniac.
Let's go.
The Maniac is back, baby. Let's go.
Jalen Waddle, we were all kind of nervous about him because of the oblique and shit. He hadn't had a full practice ever in the preseason like this year, but until yesterday when he got in a full go at Thursday's practice. So I believe he gets another full today. He'll be off that injury report, and we won't be worried about anything.
Isn't he already off that thing?
Well, if he got the full yesterday, he should be. He should have been already. And
better be.
Did we mention it that Ramondre is still expected to play on Sunday after being limited in practice, or after not being at practice today on Friday? Not limited. He was not there at all.
Fucking flies. Get away from me, flies.
All right. Man, that was a good wafers joint. Real big now. All right. Let's see. Uh-oh. Mega Brick, what up? Full PPR start. Higgins, Waddle, Dodson.
Well, obviously.
AJ Dillon, Lazard. I mean, AJ Dillon and Lazard don't even belong in this question. So we'll just leave it to Higgins, Waddle, Dodson, and Godwin. And I don't think anybody in their right mind is sitting Higgins or Waddle. So those guys are just in. So really, this is start one between Dodson and Godwin.
Take Godwin.
I'm going to take Dodson.
Yeah, I'll take Godwin.
It's close.
I just think like it's that game. Like I'll take the under on that super low point total for the Arizona game period. So that's how I kind of feel about that game. You know what I mean? I like the outlook for them, like target wise and stuff like that. But it's also like.
But are you saying the Bucs are going to run it up? Is that what you're saying right now?
I think the Bucs are going to throw it a ton. All the time. They can't run. They can't be able to run for like 5 years.
It's true.
I mean, since 2019, right? When's the last time Barber? What was his name? Jacquizz Barber? Is that what's his name? Jacquizz something, right? Am I in
Rogers.
Jacquizz Rogers. Hey, you remember him? It's been a long fucking time, bro. Hold on, let me get this call.
Let's see. And what'd Lee say? Dolphins, Teron Armstead. Yeah, out on Sunday. It's official now. And Super Saiyan said Ramondre is fine. He just had the shit stomach ache. He had the IBS, that irritable bowel syndrome. He's got Lamar Jackson shit. All right. Mark Andrews, speaking of Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews logged another practice. Let's see what happens with him. For anyone who's been following the Falcons secondary, Jeff Okudah not at practice on Friday.
Yeah, my couches are ready, man.
Nice.
You know what I'm talking about? We have to get this custom thing because then we've been looking, and we got a little custom thing for the main room. I was like, man, let's just go back to that same joint, man. Find another one that's dope and flip that motherfucker. My shit about it. It's one of the modular joints. Is that what they call it? Where you can like form it in different ways and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marlon Humphreys sidelined at practice. Still not out there. Not good for their secondary, but
I mean, I think the Texans is gonna try to run on them anyway, and then that's already gonna be that's not even gonna be fucking a long shot.
Denzel Ward is at practice.
Wow, that's amazing. That guy's been hurt for like 3 years, bro.
Yeah. DJ Chark officially out. We talked about it on the morning show.
Oh no, not DJ Chark.
Kadarius Toney. He deleted his Twitter account. After a ref game and all the posts that he was getting, he said, no, I'm not doing it. I got to delete it. I can't have people find me.
That's a sensitive motherfucker, bro. That's not the heart of the champion.
Oh, man. And how about Justin Fields? Reebok is pretty much making him the face of their new brand as they're trying to they call it remaking their brand, rebranding, whatever it is. But yeah, so Fields signed a lucrative deal that happened at the beginning of this year. But be ready, because I guess we're going to see a whole bunch of Fields Reebok going down.
All right. So if he starts playing bad, man, people's gonna have an excuse here. Huh? I mean, it's like goddamn Reeboks he got on, bro.
Yeah. Peacock said the Chiefs are placing Tony on IR with broken hands and feelings.
Right.
All right, Bogey. I know you love the evil emperor.
Yes.
I know you do. What do you think of this? Bill Belichick in the interview says that Hurts is arguably the best player in the NFL, and they don't have anyone on their team that can help mimic him.
I mean, duh. It's also, he said this about, look at this. When the young phenoms come around, right? He always bigs them up. When Andrew Luck, his first encounter with Andrew Luck goes back to 2014. It was in the regular season. They played him twice that year. And Andrew Luck went in there and shredded him up. And I think the Patriots still won that game because the Colts defense was ass fuck. But like, he goes like this. He's like, He's like Manning's brain with Rogers' talent. I was like, wow, Evil Emperor, that's some high praise, right? He's talking about Andrew Luck, right?
Yeah.
He has the skill set of he has the brain of Peyton Manning and the skill set of Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. And Patrick Mahomes, he said there's no one that matches him. Never seen anything like this, right? Like he just, but he picks and chooses. He never said that about no Josh Allen.
Right.
He ain't never said that about Kyler Murray. He ain't never said about that of Justin Herbert. And it's funny too, is because when Belichick plays you and you're a rookie, he fucks you up, bro. Like I said, Kyler Murray fucked him up. Justin Herbert fucked him up. You know what I'm saying? Belichick don't play. He's like, I think this is the first time he's going to encounter Hurts. So of course he's going to be like, all right, who's the biggest, fastest person we have? We could just put back there just to simulate it. Like, man, there's no one.
Right.
So when they played against Jared Goff in the Super Bowl, what they do? He said, Brian Hoyer, you're gonna study Jared Goff for a month or for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Study that motherfucker. Like, he went out there, he had all the mannerisms down. And it's not hard to mimic a Jared Goff, I'd imagine, right?
That only took him 2 days. Didn't even need the whole 2 weeks.
Yeah. 2 weeks to figure out how they're gonna destroy him. That's what it was. Foolproof plan. When I think he's not gonna throw any touchdowns.
What up, Philly Mike OG? He said, should I start Dontavian Hicks? He said he's primed to be the number 2 wide receiver and looking for a big role versus Chicago. He's dirt cheap in DFS. If that's what you're talking about, DFS, he's a dart throw, but I don't know. Like
in DFS, I like Sam Howell as my QB though. Oh no, I wonder where he's priced at. But I didn't think about any DFS plays this weekend. But let's see. I'd imagine.
He's talking about Dontavian Hicks just specifically.
Oh, who the fuck is that?
The wide receiver for Green Bay.
Oh yeah, don't do it. You know what I mean? Don't do
Axel said, pick 3.
I'll play the running backs. That secondary is going to be tough in Chicago. I'd rather try to run on them.
So Axel said, pick 3. A flex.
AJ Dillon could be the contrarian play here. You know what I mean?
Said pick 3, a flex, half PPR, a running back, and 1 wide receiver tight end. So Higgins, Mike Williams, DJ Moore, Najee, Rashad, Pittman, Nico, Hawkinson.
So how much do we just not need?
So for the running back, how about let's just do that? You said 1 running back. Najee, of course.
Yep. Bang.
Easy. For the wide receiver tight end, I'm going to say sit Hawkinson's ass down and just go Higgins there. And then for that flex, go DJ Moore. And then leave Hawkinson on the bench.
He has Hawkinson as a second tight end or something?
I don't know. Maybe there's no tight end spot. It just says wide receiver tight end spot.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
And they're playing, and Minnesota's playing the Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers were extra shitty against the tight end. I might have to go ahead with it. And DJ Moore might get Alexander, might get Jair Alexander. You know what I mean? I'll play Hawkinson there. I wonder what tight end he got, though. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a tight end receiver spot.
Yeah. And PJ said, what happened to Higgins? What didn't happen to him? He's good to go for the week, but the Bengals pretty much came out and said because they're so far in contract negotiations that he's not a part of their future plans anymore. So this might be the last year we see him with Joe Burr. And
what to do about it?
This is the way that it was worded.
But they franchise tag him.
They can't. Or, well, I guess they can.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah, guess they can.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wide receivers aren't really the position that you want a franchise tag.
Yeah. But see, I think he would play under a tag because once you tag him, you have to trade and then the team has a chance to match it for whoever team wants him, right? And see, he still has to agree to that shit, right? What if he says, you know, I don't like that team. I'll play under the tag. Because what's the top 3 averages?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not even saying it would be up to him or not up to him. Yeah. I'm saying, why would the Bengals want to do that, not pay him, and then pay him like a top 5 wide receiver? That doesn't make sense.
I mean, because he won't be able to do that unless they found like what's a Higgins extension, like a 4 or 5 year with like really the back 2 are like kind of
probably not even. It's probably like a 3-year extension.
Yeah, and then with someone with a high guarantee, right? Get him up at like 25, 26 million a year.
He probably wants the high guarantee. Like he's probably not getting offered that.
I mean, shit. Then why not? I mean, a franchise tag might not be so bad for a year.
But that's what I'm saying, though. If they're not trying to pay him, would they really like?
Okay, Allen Robinson.
Because they have Jamar Chase. Like Higgins is like a luxury right now. Like I mean, right? Like I don't know. Like what are these guys thinking? You trying to win a Super Bowl or not? Pay that man.
In recent history, the recent receiver I could think that had to play under a tag and no one wanted him was that Allen Robinson?
I don't think he played on the franchise tag.
It was like what I might be wrong about that.
Yeah. I don't think it was Robinson. Super Saiyan said, how you feeling about Pitts? I feel like the Falcons are gonna be running that shit even if they're losing by 30. Yeah.
I like that. Dial that up. Bijan Robinson.
But I don't like Pitts for that reason. Like he's going a lot later than he was over the last 2 years. So the only thing that I can get behind as far as like liking Pitts is a
little bit of value
where you got him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Philly Mike OG, Martin Rims, real cheap, sneaky start DFS, only 3,000 expected to be the number 2 and play a big role. I just don't feel like game 1. I'm never starting a rookie.
I'll play KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne.
Yeah, I'm just
Buccaneers.
I'm not starting a rookie in DFS in week 1. I'm just not gonna do it. Wait until you know. One
thing too is like, how chalk is that play gonna get? You know what I mean? Because they already ruled out Christian Watson. You know what I'm saying? What if there's no more Romeo Dobbs? I'm almost fade that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If there's Romeo Dobbs too, I'll just play him, bro. I think more people's not gonna play him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think for real though, like I think the ownership will be lower on a Dobbs and the price will be a little more, but I still want to win. It's like, how contrarian can you get, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and for the price, like you got to make sure you're paying up somewhere else. Then you're improving yourself if you're gonna go so cheap on one. You know what I mean? Like, don't go cheap just for the sake of it. You know what I mean? Make sure you're still fucking top heavy as a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
And PJ said, are y'all saying T. Higgins' bad news is that he's pissed because he didn't get paid? No, I mean, the bad news was that they said that he's not a part of their future plans.
Yeah, and they're way far apart, so there is no future plans, right? That's bad news.
Yeah. So it's not
Higgins with Burrow for life.
Not bad news for this week or anything. He's not missing.
For life.
Let's see. And what else we got? And sorry if I missed some of your questions, guys. What Jamie say? JT back at the Colts facility, sitting in on meetings. I bet he is.
I mean, he got to get familiarized with the offense. It's a new offense, new coaching regime, and he's been spending. And imagine how annoying it is. They get there and they got to deal with this shit, right? This is actually like good for him. You know what I mean? Because, man, it's like you want other teams that are potentially interested in trading for him to see that, okay, you know, he's trying to get to work. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like a non-locker room guy. That look at OBJ, no matter how talented he was, it was always people didn't want to bring that shit into their locker room. You know what I mean? It happens.
Yeah.
JT. And the likelihood for JT, like, I almost like, if I have JT, I'm going to use this news to flip him. You know what I'm saying? Look, he's learning the offense, bro. He'll be back in 4 weeks. Flip him.
Hell yeah.
You know what's crazy is like in the last couple of days, I've seen a few Cooper Cup JT teams, right? Because there was like, there was such good value, was it? You know what I mean?
Well, it's good. It's good value compared to the first round where they always go. Like that's the thing. Like if guys are broken and they're in bad situations, like I don't know, is it ever good value? Only if they become like league winners in like the playoffs. Like that's the only time it's good value.
I'm with you.
Let's see what else we got. A couple fun facts got thrown in for us. That Goff is the first QB to give Mahomes a week 1 loss in his entire career. Brian Branch, first pick 6 in the first pick 6 for the Lions in the Lions debut in 56 years. Okay. And Bobby Wagner needs 73 tackles to move past Clay Matthews for 7th all time.
Step aside, Clay.
Yeah, about time for you to get out the way, Clay. Why don't you go lay by the bay?
I just may.
What do you say? Oh, man. And no, PJ, Ramondre is good to go. He was not at practice, but they said it's not going to affect him playing. So he's good to go. Marty, no. Branch did not come back after the injury. We have not heard any news.
Titans got him.
It's a good thing, though. It's a good thing that we didn't hear any news. If we would have heard something bad right away, that would have been bad. But they don't have to disclose anything until like Wednesday. So we'll just be paying attention for next week's injury reports.
Yep.
Unless we hear something sooner.
Yeah, Wednesdays. That's when all the teams are mandated for the official first injury updates of the week. And we're gonna keep it. Y'all gonna get familiarized with the schedule, man. We've been doing this for this is the 3rd season. We've been doing this in this fashion. So we're gonna make sure y'all. Like I said earlier, man, we're not just savages. We breed our own kind. You know what I mean? Shout out to the 420 crew.
Zeb said, "Go with Cousins or Tua." It's tough, but I think I'm going with Tua. I just want him in that shootout against the Chargers.
Tua.
What up, Robert? He said, did any of you guys pick Detroit to win last night over KC? Not to win. I mean, I picked them for the spread.
Yeah, I was on it. I was on it all week. I was like, yeah, it's just because the Lions were covering machines all year last year and the year before that with Dan Campbell. That it was, you know what I mean? They get in dogfights, and look at that. They kept Mahomes real close the whole game. And then Mahomes even like buried himself in that one, brought them back in the game. It's kind of crazy.
And Joe knows what's up. Said, listen to what I say, or you'll pay.
You go eat some hay.
Go make things out of clay. Let's see. And Robert, what did he say? Bake said, which Jacksonville DB will put in work? I mean, come on, man. It's gonna be Rayshon. And he said is Cisco. Is gonna be Cisco something.
I'd just rather have a strong safety, period.
Yeah, Cisco's great because he gets a lot of tackles, but like Jenkins is like getting up there in the box. He's going after the QB. I mean, he's getting tackles, like all types of stuff. Cisco is pretty much the center fielder of that defense. Anybody gets behind anybody, he'll be the guy to get the tackle.
Yeah, and that's you know what I mean? It's not the greatest for it's not the greatest on a week-to-week basis for fantasy purposes. That's why I tend to gravitate towards the Rayshon Jenkins.
And Song, did I not push the trade through in the 22 already?
Ooh, what did you do over there?
Let's see.
I'm in that league. Damn it! No one wants to trade with me no more.
Song just put Song just put Cup on the block. Nobody wants him. Song.
I'll take him. The 3rd rounder. I'll give you a 3rd, 4th, and a 5th right fucking now.
Where the hell is the league trades?
So as a commissioner is there like a grand commissioner like step like up like a tier? Could you like manage like you commission like several dozens?
I mean like hundreds.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm waiting for someone to pay me to do something like that. Give me some title.
I was just asking because you know there's that Yahoo one now apparently.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, well, no, that's like literally paying for like extra shit. Like that's that you pay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, fuck all that.
You pay for different types of settings.
That's some bullshit.
Oh, I pushed that shit through yesterday for you, bro.
as long as high as the
I'll
mother.
double check. I checked it. I pushed it through yesterday. And what did Zeb say? 32-man IDP league trade. Madison, Monty Pickens, and a 5th for Chubb and Joku, Jerome Ford. I mean,
no. And that's like I'm pulling back the first side.
that's just so much. Like to get Chubb, like
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like if I'm moving Chubb to get all of them, I do that. Like I want to win now.
and like how do you have Madison and I mean I guess it is a dynasty, right? I'm gonna say how do you have Madison and Monty like on the same team? But I guess dynasty you can do a lot of things.
And yeah, I mean Madison was like one of those like super duper late round guys that people are just grabbing because like even like they would grab him if they didn't have Dalvin Cook type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like the difference between like a Monty and a Madison, like, is not that far.
Yeah,
team draft
because it's like all that shit's just this year too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's if like imagine if you're somewhere at the beginning and you got to wait fucking 60 something picks, you know, for it to get back to you. Like those guys will be in that the same 60 realm. And Raphael, anyone think Richardson will get at least 100 yards rushing? I don't know.
Yeah, I think he'll do it a few times this year. Just
Like
you got
this-
like the bad run defenses.
This specific game though
Oh,
against the
no.
Jags.
Not this game. Unless they're getting smashed so hard that in a losing effort, instead of throwing the ball all over the field, he's just running. Like he could easily get like 60, 70 yards in like 2 drives. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what if they're allowing, you know, and they're allowing it because if you let them run, they're eating up their own clock. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you never
Slim,
know.
what up, Slim? He said Bucks are gonna sack Cousins like 6 times.
I mean, the Bucks still. I mean, it's Todd Bowles. They got a ferocious pass rush, no matter who is their personnel, because that's just the mindset over there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like they rushed a ton on early downs, and they do all kind of shit. But their secondary's ass, though. You know what I mean? Their secondary's ass, and yeah, Minnesota's line is dummy ass, but that's what Cousins does. He takes sacks to the ass, bro. Cousins is durable as a motherfucker. I hope I didn't curse him right there, but you know what I mean?
PJ said a bogey wants a good DFS play. Go look at Gino.
Ooh, I bet you Gino's affordable. Shit, I might even on the other side play Stafford. Fuck it. You know what I mean? And I'll even triple down on him. I'll take fucking Jefferson, and I'll take fucking and then I'll bring the other side back with like, well, I don't know, Ken Walker or something.
Because who do they even have? Darion Kendrick and Kobe Durant. I mean, I don't even know who their fucking cornerbacks are. And then you got Jordan Fuller back over there. And Russ Yeast. I don't know who the fuck is Russ Yeast, but he's gonna be their starting free safety.
Rusty East. Sounds like a. Anyways, the motherfucking even DK. I know he's gonna be priced up a little bit, but like I bet you he's affordable compared to everybody else in that range with this type of upside and no Jalen Ramsey and no whoever the fuck. What is it? They got some fucking Yeast over there. You know what I mean? Like, bruh. Even though Taylor Rapp, even though like their secondary is like it's no names, bro. And I do respect Raheem Morris as a DC. I mean, he won a Super Bowl with them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the personnel sucks.
And PJ said Yeast is on the rise. Hey yo.
Yeast infection. And then you played Kerbobble. Have a yeast infection. Gross. Kerbobble.
Zeb
Skinner is still being like that. Maybe that motherfucker.
Zeb said go with Akers, James Cook, or B Hall. I'll go with Akers over James Cook, like slightly, but it's because Seattle's run game.
I think there's going to be a ton of pass rush coming at Josh Allen, and that ball's going to come out quick, and that high read is going to be like, it's going to be James Cook, man.
Seattle's just one of the worst run defenses in the league.
And
how they deploy it
on the ground. He might get vultured from all the touchdowns like Josh Allen does, but we want that anyway. But I'm just saying, I think he has a nice floor here with targets, and he's going to get a decent work on the ground.
Let's see.
Might not be great.
Damn it, Slim. He said I lost 50. KC lost. Detroit didn't win. And more specifically, Kadarius Toney lost it all.
You know, if there was one man that could like ruin a whole game, I promise you it was him, bro.
I'll leave this one for you, Bogey. Super Saiyan said, y'all think that Russ cooks up anything other than a pile of shit this year?
Maybe like a big pile of shit. I don't think it'll be as big. And I tend to buy into Sean Payton's, just his pedigree. You know what I mean? And then like you have like, for what it's worth, bro, Drew Brees was a fucking killing machine. I'm not saying Russell Wilson's him, but hey, he's had the same amount of Super Bowl rings here. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's the only kind of comparison I can find. Oh yeah, and the height. There it is. You know what I mean? Hey, maybe it'll work. Hey, Judy comes back eventually. Hey, forget about it. You know what I mean?
What up, Parker? He said, would you accept this trade? I get Amari Cooper and Mike Williams. He gets Najee and Ayuk. I guess, like, how much do you need Najee? But Najee is like the highest drafted player out of all four of these players. So just that alone, I don't like it.
I don't know. I mean, people are just so spooked off of Warren and or something. I don't know.
Najee's about to kill it this year.
Yeah, I mean, shit. You know what I mean? I like the Najee side, but damn. You know what I mean?
And Zeb said trade away Gibbs and Dodson for Eckler and Pittman at 24-second. I mean, I'm not trying to, like, why would you trade Gibbs for Eckler, though? Like, I mean, unless it's like you're like really trying to buy a championship for like right now, but how high is Gibbs like on everybody's dynasty RBs? Like, I mean, he's really, really high. And like Eckler, like shit. How many more years does Eckler have? And he's probably not going to be with the Chargers.
I want to do this, but I want more.
Yeah.
And then I don't care if I said, listen, man, they came out and said they was barely going to use him week 1, and they came out and did that. You know what I'm saying? I said, listen, man, he's about to be that guy.
And Pittman's fucking trash.
All of it. Eckler and all of it.
Why are you going to trade two young studs for an aging Eckler and Pittman, who we all think suck?
I think Gibbs can get them all that and more.
Yeah.
Just Gibbs by himself.
Yeah.
It's dynasty. Fuck it. Put the pressure on him.
So, yeah, no. I don't like it, Zeb. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it, Zeb.
And Raphael said the trade is Swift and Mostert. What? The trade is between Swift and Mostert. Straight line trade, worth it. My concern is doubling down with Swift. Well, I value Swift higher than Mostert. Yeah, I don't like Swift.
I would flip Mostert for Swift, and for the chance that Swift can actually.
He'd be trading Swift away to get Mostert.
I don't know. I just kind of roll the dice with the Swift thing. I mean, he's going to be in a rotation. Maybe that's what keeps him healthy, but kind of want to see it versus Mostert, who's definitely like a ticking time bomb. Like he's going to get hurt at one point.
Yeah, I'm not doing a 1-for-1 trade like this because it literally, I mean, it's a lateral trade that you lose.
I'm a Mostert plus. What else out of the bench? Give me something I need.
And Zeb said 32-man league. I made some crazy trades and got a solid now. I hope you win. Me
too. I'm rooting for you.
Antonio said, I remember that day my boy drafted him, and then 2 minutes later he retired. Yeah, that was not fun. Yeah.
Yeah. That was 2018.
During the game, like during a preseason game.
He came out there in civilian clothes, bro. I was like, oh, there's Andrew Luck on the sideline in regular clothes. And they were booing him. I was hot about that. I love neckbeard. I mean, I grew up in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you I'm the craziest college motherfucker, but like, you know what I mean? Like when you have homies that rock with certain teams or like, you know what I mean? Like I actually went to a couple Stanford games, went to a gang of fucking San Jose, what is it called? Trojans games. That motherfucking, it's not Trojans, Spartans. There you go.
Spartans.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I had homies that played and shit, you know what I mean? And I remember Andrew Luck, bro. And plus then the correlation with like the first fantasy title I ever won in 2013 had Andrew Luck on the squad. And I had him every year, bro. I don't give a fuck. Somehow. And if not, it'd be in one league, at least I had him, you know what I mean? Like I had to have neckbeard, bro. I love good old neckbeard. And he had a bad defense. Hella years. Hella bad.
Philly Mike OG said Chase, Jefferson, or Hill can only pick one for DFS. It's probably, it's Jefferson or Hill. The thing that I like about Hill is going to be against Jackson.
I'm going to take Chase because he'll probably be a little bit cheaper He'll be less chalkier than Jefferson. And I mean, those outside corners for the Browns, like they gave up the most 20-yard plus receptions last year in the season. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll play.
But didn't they not have Denzel Ward though?
I mean, listen, even Denzel Ward, whether he was there or not, this man's true. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't afraid of no Denzel Ward either. All right, fuck him. He's barely even back to practice. Fuck him.
Robert said, hey, since Bogard's a Niners fan, I heard that they're going to do some kind of snap count on McCaffrey. How much of a split does Eli get with them from what you've heard?
It's gonna be 75, like 25, maybe 70-30. Listen, if we're in a dogfight and we're in the fourth quarter and we're not winning this game, it's all McCaffrey.
Yeah.
If you have us smashing them in your mind, you have the Niners whooping ass, then we'll see some Mitchell in there at one point. You know what I mean? Because you know what I'm saying, Mitchell, go ahead and cleaning them up. You know what I mean? Go ahead and cleaning it up. You know what I mean? Forget about it. But yeah, I mean, that's come on. It's even if it drops down to like, you know, 65, 68% of the work on the ground, he's still gonna get work through the air. Come on, like he's a bell cow. This is just it's what you think the game script's gonna be. You know what I mean? If you have the Steelers like actually putting up a dogfight and maybe even possibly beating us, you know what I'm saying? Christian McCaffrey might play 85% plus of this motherfucking game. You know what I mean?
And what up? Is this Kev? It's hard to start, Kev. He said, Reed and Puka DFS sleepers. I ain't playing no rookies in DFS week 1.
I'm not mad at it. GPP, I wouldn't play them in a cash game. I'll play that in a tournament for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I mean, shit, it's hella cheap because that means you're going to be top heavy everywhere else. I'm going to be chalky as a motherfucker everywhere else. You know what I mean?
And Jazzy said, I thought John Johnson was back in LA. He is back in LA, but he's
again.
He's the backup to Yeastman on the Rams depth chart as of now. Could it change before Sunday? Maybe. I mean, I'm just going by what their depth chart, their official depth chart says.
Nobody wanted it. He was whack with the Browns.
He was super whack. Super whack.
And he was all right with the Rams. I mean, back there was like him, Corey Littleton, and they had Leonard Floyd and fucking.
Everybody's good. Everybody's good in the secondary when your pass rush is just so insane that they got to get rid of the ball.
Oh, who's that? Do they still have Darian Williams, or did he go? Is he gone? Because I remember he was a bad.
Nobody. It's all bad.
I'm just saying he was a good ass corner opposite of Ramsey for how long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, they got Darian Kendrick, Akello Witherspoon, and Trey Tomlinson, whoever the fuck those guys are.
I like Kelly Witherspoon. He'd give up a big play. Because I remember the Niners were like, fucking Witherspoon, bro. Motherfucker.
Crispy said, is Boston Scott droppable? I would just hold because we don't know how this whole split of their 4 running backs is going to go. And he's the primary return man, I guess, as well. I don't know.
I mean, he's talking a dynasty, I'm sure, because we got some deep. I mean,
I'm assuming so.
Huh?
I'm assuming so, right? Who the fuck's drafting Boston Scott in a redraft? That's a hella deep league.
I mean, we're in some crazy leagues, man.
I guess we are.
I mean, somebody just picked up Boston Scott in a 32-man league, and I was like, fuck. I didn't think of that.
And T Money said, just got here, and fuck Tony.
I told the motherfuckers to start Josh Reynolds, bro. I'm a savage, bro. I wish I would have told every Tony person that. Well, what about Tony? Start Josh Reynolds. If I can go back, I would have saved many lives last night.
Chewy said Ferguson, Komet, or Mayer. I guess Komet for week 1.
Komet.
It's ugly.
I mean, there is a cool Dak stat on tight ends. I mean, it's 6 out of 7 of his years. The tight end position was the second most targeted. You know what I mean? And then you look at all his games against the Giants, he scores with a tight end. It's awesome. I think it goes back 3 years actually for that one. But it's still pretty cool.
TER says, you think I should make this trade? I get Amon Ra and Muth. I give up Garrett Wilson and Joku.
I think it's pronounced Tur.
Hey, sir. Nah, man. I don't want to why? I don't want to swap Amon-Ra for Garrett Wilson to like improve your tight end like a little bit, or maybe not even at all. Nah, I want to do this a different way. If you want to get Muth, just like figure out a way to get Muth. But yeah, it shouldn't take
right. Listen, if you want them, figure out a way to do it.
It shouldn't be by giving up Garrett Wilson though to get Muth. It really shouldn't be.
You can get Garrett Wilson somehow alongside your Amon-Ra.
Well, no, he would be. He's giving up Garrett Wilson,
and he has Amon-Ra already.
No, no. He would be getting Amon-Ra.
Let's see if we can get Amon-Ra somehow and keep Garrett Wilson. Let's see.
Yeah. That's what you should be trying to do, not giving up one to get the other.
I'll give up like half my team for St. Brown, and I'll figure out the rest. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Ha! Kevin said 3K Reed gonna eat. We'll throw it in there. What is eating?
Yeah, I'm not mad at that play.
Because I know there's a lot of DFS people who'd be like because he costs $3,000, like, oh, he gets 3 receptions for 30 yards. Like, that's money in the bank, because it's like free points.
But that's how it works.
I know, so that's what I'm asking. I'm not saying what is killing, what is eating in a DFS play for you.
I mean,
that's very subjective.
Easy, bro. Fucking, okay, especially if you think he's about to be this chalk play that you need to have, because otherwise I would fade it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's like, okay, Jordan Reed against Chicago, season opener, probably lower scoring game, right? Probably not a shootout, probably emphasizing the run, because I think that secondary is pretty badass over there in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So if it's gonna get hella ownership, I might just stay away from it if I don't truly believe in it. But you know what I mean? If I'm playing tournaments, then I'll throw all that out the window. I don't give a fuck. I just build a contrarian team because he's cheap. It's gonna allow me to get like CMC and a fucking I don't know, like a Chubb or a fucking, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna jam him in because that's what I like to do. I call it team jam him in, bro. I'm gonna take all the big dog running backs that I like. I'm gonna jam them in, and then I'm gonna fill out all the receivers with some decent play guys. That's like my tournament style. You know what I mean?
And what's crazy is like about what's it called about the Bears like secondary. This dude that they drafted, Tyreek Stevenson, the cornerback that they drafted in the second round. They say he's already better than what's his name, Kyler Fuller or Kyle Fuller.
Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon. There we go. It's gonna be wild, man. Their secondary might be very, very legit this year.
Quan Brisker, and then you got, for what it's worth, you got like old ass Eddie Jackson, but he's gonna keep these kids in line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then it's Eberflus, defensive minded guy. The defense is gonna be good, especially like when they're playing like vanilla teams. But that's what I feel like Green Bay is gonna hella try to run on them. I think even like if I was looking at a contrarian play at running back, I think AJ Dillon is somebody not people's really gonna fuck with. You know what I mean? It's
because their line is whack. I mean,
and then Khalil Herbert too. And I mean, he just in his career, he just tears up the Packers. Short career, but every time he plays them, tears them up. It's a fun fact.
Okay, there we go. Let's book it. Kev says 1 TD, 70 yards, 5 catches. Okay. He gets that. Like, that's definitely eating for a rookie in game 1.
I mean, we've seen it. Maybe I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, TJ Hawkinson, we talked about his stats. Game 1 as a rookie.
Shout out to Kev, baby. I'm going to light up this Ellis Greens right here.
Yeah, let's get it.
Finally, and the old guy just mixed in there. So
Crispy said, I'll give you Kelsey for St. Brown right now.
For real? Nah.
I'm not falling for Crispy.
What else?
And Peacock, he said Tank Dell will get thrown into the rotation, separates too often to not get peppered, said final call. Final call if he's floating around on waivers. Houston definitely going to try to hide him after first preseason game.
Why you have to say like stuff like that, and then I got to go race to my leagues and stuff?
I mean, yeah, Tank Dell with.
I just feel like we gotta wait on young Tank Dell. Like he's gonna be flashing to be worth holding on to. Like you said, like he might be the Debo role. I like that role.
And Joe said I basically have to start Rice every week now and be my new Gabe Davis, a wide receiver 3 with CD and AJ.
Oh no.
Yeah,
where it's like you have to throw them in for the upside, but it's like if you don't play them, you're not going to get the 1 or 3 big games you might get.
Or you just have no depth and it's Dynasty League.
And it happens. Oh yeah, that is true. I mean, shit. I think I'm like happily like I have no Jared Judy possibly, so I got to roll out a JSN, and I'm hella happy. I'm like, yes, because it's either him or like Corey Davis over there.
And Raphael says, tough MC. I feel like KC is going to protect Kelsey. Save him for the playoffs. Nah, man.
You got 10 days.
Yeah, he said St. Brown finish out.
They ain't saving shit, bro. Once he's
Did
ready.
you see how bad they looked without Kelsey? They need him out there. There's no saving.
I promise you that whole entire fucking conference is crazy, bro. That whole fucking conference is crazy. They listen.
Slim said, yeah, the Bears offense will suck again. Oh, we suck again. Elias said, also, who did you guys flex? JSN, P. Ryan, QJ, Dulcich, tight end premium. P. Ryan for week 1.
I mean, because I still feel like JSN will be on the snap count, or if not, what is he going to get? Like 25, 30% of the snaps? It'll rise every week. You know what I'm saying?
Marty said, should I trade Jimmy G and Mayer for Dobbs and Kincaid? Superflex Dynasty.
Josh Dobbs? No.
Yeah, and like, I mean,
I'm trying to win now, bro. I think Jimmy, like, hey, listen, remember my old Jimmy saying? Jimmy play good? Or no, it said, Jimmy don't get hurt. Jimmy don't play well or don't play bad. Jimmy don't lose job.
Yep. And that's a lot to trade. I mean, I know Jimmy G is like pretty low amongst like the dynasty quarterbacks, but like Josh Dobbs shouldn't even be like thought of as like a dynasty quarterback where you're like trading him away and like to get, like trading away a Jimmy G to get Josh Dobbs back. Kincaid isn't going to be that much better in dynasty than Mayer. They fucking drafted Mayer over there like second round also to like turn him into the new Waller. Like what? I don't think
Thomas is floating around.
And Peacock, he said 69 dudes.
69 dudes.
He said Tank Dell's return at least 1 punt for a touchdown this season.
Take it to the bank.
And Super Saiyan Vegan said they already said that Kelsey's plan next week. Well, I said that's the plan, right? It's not like official, but
let's speak it into existence. We need that motherfucker.
Crispy said, I feel so violated with Kelsey going down right in the log rag.
What are we talking here?
Kelsey's going down in the log ride.
Going down on him.
Oh, man. And what up, Infinite? He said, Cup is out. Sky Moore gets out there. Look, Sky Moore got me out here looking crazy.
It's the subject.
Yep. Let's leave Sky Moore out of this.
It's the subject.
Elias said, what do you guys think about Brees this week? He said, I'm forced to start him as my RB2 unless I put out
Let's all say a prayer together.
Edwards. Yeah, I'm putting him out there over those guys.
Let's all say a prayer together. Fantasy gods, let Cook and Brees somehow at least get a touchdown each so they don't vulture each other because one's getting more work, and I think that's Cook.
And Raphael said KC don't care about regular season games. Reed's all about the puzzle pieces working out and saying they'll reserve him a little more than usual. And I'm saying no, they won't. That he's going to play the same exact snaps. Yeah. Kelsey is not a guy you reserve. Kelsey is a guy who gives you a mismatch on every single play.
I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all saw what I saw.
Of course, postseason is more important than the regular season. But if you completely disregard the regular season, you ain't getting to the postseason.
Okay. What if the evil stepbrother Chargers actually are good for once? Like, not just like that fucking the cock.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
I mean, you can't sell me on the Raiders, right? Hey, they're gonna win ugly with handsome Jimmy. I don't know. They're just gonna look good. You know what I mean? And then there's the Russ experiment. I mean, hit the drop, right? Because I mean, I just don't think maybe Sean Payton year one is not happening. They might even be in low key in the hunt for Caleb Williams somehow. You know what I mean? It's dangerous. Not. And then There's the Chargers, the Chargers. It's like, are they? I feel like it's still the Chiefs division. I don't know, man. Call me crazy, bro. Like they're in the post, like, but like wanted they getting that top seed and hosting and not going on the road in the playoffs. Like this is why you need those wins in the season, bro. Like it's not just about winning the division and okay, we'll take step by step. No, they're a team that dominates in a certain fashion. You know what I mean?
Chargers are going to charger it up, and it's usually due to injury. Not their fault necessarily, but they've just had bad luck with that. Watch how quick a couple huge pieces go down in the first 2 or 3 weeks for the Chargers on defense. It always happens every fucking year.
Don't do that to my Derwin James.
Hopefully it's not. It was him for like 3 years.
For real though. He was the first in line. He's like, all right, y'all. It says here in the script.
Because he did amazing as a rookie. And then it's like 3 years in a row. He just kept getting hurt. I'm pretty sure it was the next year after that.
Mitch.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What happened?
Plays hard, man. Plays hard. Usually hurts himself while hurting others. He's 51-50.
And Antonio accidentally hit something, and I think he like blocked Slim from a second. Oh man!
Bring Slim back.
Yeah, be careful, Antonio. Don't be getting drunk and hitting the wrong buttons on accident.
I remember I did that one time. I was like, at this other channel. I was like, I don't know how the fuck I just blocked everyone, but
oh man, so funny, Antonio. So my bad. I was walking down the stairs with my bag.
Don't let it happen again, Antonio. All right, birthday twins like me, we don't make mistakes.
Oh man, and Super Saiyan said Mahomes out there like John Wick and kills shit. He's a man.
I mean, shit. He's hitting motherfuckers. If only they could just take the shot.
I mean, you remember like how like that one where he's like in the Super Bowl, he's like running for his life, falls over, trips, and somehow throws the ball 40 yards, like while he's like,
oh yeah, against my 90s.
No, this is against the Bucks. No, to hit the player in the end zone in the face, and he didn't catch the ball.
I thought you were bringing up that third and fucking forever.
No,
Tyreek Hill just goes down for like 60 yards or 70 yards, and Mahomes just keeps like just backpedaling and avoiding, evading the rush, and he just bombs it, bro. It was right after they took that goddamn picture in the end zone.
Yeah. This is why you don't score until you score.
It's never stand so true until that moment.
All right. I don't know what we're gonna be doing tonight. Maybe we'll come back with a late night stream tonight. We're not doing silver screen breakdowns.
Might just come back and burn and fucking do some Q&A. You know what I mean? Eat some of these fucking psychedelic gummies.
Man, I found some of the real dope like mushrooms, the birthday cake ones from yeah, so that's in the cards.
Is that the good PEs right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the penis envy. Pause.
Oh no. This is the chocolate that we got from
but is it the penis envy?
I'm not sure what's in it. I'm not sure what time it's in it.
Yeah, let's eat some psychedelics and then answer other questions. Because I swear to God, when I'm on the psychedelics, I see it all. What's up, young Nope?
He says he's got to show off the home screen because he's got Miles Morales there on the home screen.
Go. Yeah, no.
To show how much I like Miles Morales.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's a minority superhero, bro. Don't let them, you know what I'm saying? Because we the real superheroes, bro. We the real superheroes.
Peacock said I need some of them chocolates. Oh, yeah.
Today I watched Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Woo woo.
He went through all the multiverse. You know.
Can you please watch Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse again?
Yeah, we're shutting off the show right now. We'll put it back on. And Slim said with Armstead out, that affects every Dolphins now. Yeah, it's rough.
Not necessarily. Because
they gotta stick with get the ball out real quick.
Yeah, and we saw them play a large portion of the year without Armstead, man. Mike McDaniels is a fucking genius, and he has Tyreek the Freak and the motherfucking Penguin. He has a goddamn cheetah and a penguin, goddamn it, we ain't. What pass rush does the motherfucking Chargers have? Derwin James? You can't tell me it's Joey Bosa. Don't even fucking say it.
I was gonna say his name is Joey.
I know, right? But I mean, fuck.
What up, Jerry? He said, just joined. What's the T. Higgins bad news? That him and the Bengals are so far apart in the contract negotiations that now he's not in the Bengals' future plans, they say.
And that's what we call clickbait. Got him.
And Peacock said, he said, I'm really Miles Peacock Morales, bro. You didn't know.
Why you're telling him your secret identity?
You cannot let anybody know.
What are you doing, Peacock?
And what up, Niner MMA?
What up, Niner? Long time.
Bake said I had a phone call real quick. Did you guys go to the Reed question yet? Start him over Osborne and Flamingo. Who's the Flamingo?
Definitely over Flamingo. I might take a chance with Reed over Osborne, but
if Dubs is out,
yeah.
I'll say Reed. If Dubs is in, I'll say Osborne.
I'll just say Reed. I think it's at minimum Reed's the 2. I'm not fooling with that other dude they were talking about, that whoever behind Christian Watson or whatever the fuck. I'm not fooling with that.
Yeah, and is Jordan Love even going to be able to go through any progressions?
I mean, they brought in Yannick Ngakoue and like Rasheem Green.
And everyone who is watching on YouTube, smash that like button. We got more people watching on YouTube than we have thumbs up. So smash that like button, and then we'll smoke another bowl before we get
that like button like you smash a bad one.
Dennis, he said earlier, he said, I smashed the like button so hard that I broke my phone screen.
That's what I'm talking about, Dennis.
Yeah.
That's like the 3rd phone he ran through this month.
And Marty said Yannick's a one-trick pony. Nah, because if he even had one trick, he would actually be good.
Just rush the passer. You know what I mean?
He's a 0-trick pony, man. He's just a trick. How about that? Yannick ain't nothing but a trick. Ooh. Whoop that trick. I'm going to get that drop for him, too. And Niner said Mike Gesicki versus, Irv Smith, I'm assuming, versus Hayden Hurst Helmsley.
The Browns actually, this is what's tricky. The Browns for hella years, super shitty against the tight end. Hella years.
Like the worst.
The worst for hella years. Them and the Giants. Just in fantasy, you them in Arizona too. Don't forget about, and Seattle. They're just always in the mix, right? Like you can stream tight ends against them. The Browns, this was funny because the Browns last year, you couldn't really pick on them with the tight end, but I think it's because they were getting the most 20-yard receptions plus to outside receivers. Everybody was just killing them on the outside. You know what I mean? So
I definitely don't want Mike Gesicki.
I'm eating Hayden Hurst Helmsley.
Yeah, and Irv Smith is just never going to be a thing. Like, it's just never.
Oh, my bad, Irv Smith, because that's where he's at. That's what I meant the whole time.
Oh, well, you're crazy.
He's playing the Browns.
Yeah, well, I think you're crazy because Irv Smith is never going to be a thing. But
I just said it's ugly ass options, bro.
I know. I've just been hammering the Irv Smith is not going to be a thing since 2020. So I got to continue that. But how about the other guys? Mike Gesicki, I don't want him because of everything they've been saying about Hunter Henry and about how him and Mac Jones have got the connection, and he was hurt for a lot of the preseason. So I don't want Mike Gesicki game 1. So I'm going to take Hayden Hurst Helmsley. I do not like any of these options, like you said, real nasty tight end options.
We will not be getting Gesicki with it.
No. And Antonio said, start Dulcich or pick up Knox. I'm going to Dulcich. Knox might get 1 catch, 1 target, 9 yards, and a touchdown. That could happen. That is in the range of possibilities for Knox.
But you know what, though? I think Dulcich, he's got to get some type of uptick into like a tight end-centric offense when they're down there in the red zone. Yeah, no Jerry Jeudy. I got to believe that a little bit. They cut fucking Albert O. You know what I'm saying? It's really
no Tim Patrick.
No fucking Tim. No MC Hamler, aka KJ Hamler. No, they will not be Hamler time.
It's
Sutton.
It's
wonder how
Sutton,
Marvin
Marvin Mims, and Dulcich. And I don't think Marvin Mims is going to be getting like I think it would be Dulcich over Marvin Mims.
See that rookie that's gonna do it? Game 1 against them sorry ass Raiders.
And Antonio said it's only for this week. I have Kelsey. Yeah, see, I don't even want to like drop anybody to pick up Knox. I just roll Dulcich.
Yeah, I rolled out Dulcich, bro.
Derek said the trick is Sky Moore.
Next subject. Hey, I went down with I'm going down with the ship. He was in my lineups.
And Slim said y'all going to be talking Zeke on Sunday. I mean, we'll be talking a bunch of people on Sunday.
Oh man, I played Sky Moore because I couldn't win. I have in a lot of my drafts, I routinely took like Romeo Dobbs and Sky Moore, like, you know, in double-digit rounds. And like I could have just waited on Romeo Dobbs, but I just Wednesday was different. Thursday was different. I was like, I don't know if I can trust him. I'm throwing Sky Moore in it. God damn it, let's fucking go.
And so, Slim, we're going to be talking damn near every fantasy relevant player on Sunday because we're going to be here like 3 hours, you know, before the games kick off. Zeke is like one of those desperate flexes that like touchdown dependent. He is going to be the red zone guy and the green zone guy, but he is like, there's no upside. It's like 15 points is like his ceiling upside, I feel.
Ramondre Stevenson last year, 6 rush attempts within the 5, only 1 touchdown scored. Zeke last year, 11 rush attempts within the 5, hit pay dirt 11 times. That's why they bring that motherfucker in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Horrible line for them as well. So that is a big difference. And Super Saiyan said, LOL, Val Venus with Deshaun Watson always cracks me up when y'all play that. Come on, man.
Oh. We talked about Watson earlier. We didn't even hit the drop. That's how Watson washes his face and dries it in the morning. You know what I mean? Boom.
It's so funny because our homie BS Barbarians, he doesn't know. Like he didn't watch wrestling or anything.
Hey,
really,
he was out there grinding.
So it was funny because he didn't know like who Val Venus was or like anything like that. And then like randomly, just I don't know, someone who was like at the draft or something, they were like just talking about like Val Venus got brought up somehow. And he heard him say the hello ladies, and he's like, oh shit, that's the motherfucker you guys got the drop on.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, when all the allegations came up and like we were getting, you know, we had all these wrestling drops, and I was like, oh shit, man. We gotta get out. What's the perfect Watson one, man? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we had the towel reveal. That's how it started. Because I said when Watson had all those allegations, I was like, okay, to watch when Watson comes back, that motherfucking first touchdown celebration that's called the towel reveal.
Uh-oh. Bogey hit it so hard it threw him into the Matrix.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, we could hear you, though. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
You know why they censored us right there? They're like, oh, he's doing the reveal.
And Slim said, Terrace Marshall healthy. I hope we could use that drop for him more often. He's got to catch a ball or two.
We want the Mingos. Come on. Give me the rookie. And you know what's crazy? All these people that's asked about rookies, like 4, 5, 6 weeks into the season, we're gonna be picking these guys up off of waivers, probably, bro. And then that's when that's the time to hold them anyway, because man, they might all be second half darlings for all we fucking know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Sebastian said Sky underdog prop bet for next week is 1 yard. Oh man, because they're trying to get everybody to not hate him.
Because every week they'll give you a free square. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they know that, like, if they put Sky Moore up there, there'll be a bunch of people who are like, man, fuck Sky Moore.
Because they like, okay, like Priceline, or not Priceline, I forget what other betting site, but they would always give a free square and be like Tom Brady 1 passing yard, and you just boom, take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just a free square you can put in your parlay. You know, those are those ones you sign up. They give you $200 to start. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Super Saiyan said, bro, who didn't watch wrestling? Said that's like a major part of everyone's life if you're 30 to 45. And I say watched Primetime Wrestling, Undertaker, Cactus Jack, ECW, WCW, WWF.
What?
And we were always watching Raw's War.
Oh shit, that used to be our countdown. That used to bring me back. Did we ever see for that one?
Yeah. Uh-huh. And but yeah, I guess it's crazy to me because I'm 37 and I just like, so I was like,
I'm 38.
12, 13 when like the Attitude Era was starting. Couldn't even imagine a 5-year-old watching the Attitude Era like back then. But I know there's people who are 29, 30, 31 right now who are like a couple years younger than us who are watching that shit.
It was one of my best friends, right? I was in the 3rd grade, bro. My best friend till this day. Shout out to Mike D's. But and you know, say they had the black box, so we watched the pay-per-view, and then like after that, I was hooked, bro. I was like, we went and started renting all the fucking, you know what I mean, just going like at the video store and just going through all of them, bro. Going through the history, just renting all the old pay-per-views. You know what I mean?
What up, Devo?
All the WrestleManias, all the, you know what I mean?
The first pay-per-view I ever saw was the Montreal Screwjob, that Survivor Series. And it was like, we went to Arizona for like...
He broke kayfabe, spit in his face.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. I knew nothing. Wild.
He spelled out WCW. He was like, I'm fucking out. Fuck y'all. And then but see, what's crazy is Vince McMahon was still parading around at the time as not the owner of the company, but just a color commentator. And then he comes out because he doesn't, you know, he wants to force the finish. You know what I'm saying? The screw. It's the I forget what they call it. Is it the double reverse or something like that, or the double
turn?
Something. Yeah, the double something, right? Where you tell one wrestler that finishes like this, and then the other wrestler, he knows the actual finish, and then fucking, you know what I mean? But see, Bret Hart's not abiding by it, right? So he has to go out there. He calls it. People's like, what the fuck is this? You know, if you're watching like I was, right? Yeah, he was. You're like, what the fuck is Vince McMahon doing out there? And he's like trying to plead with Bret, and Bret just hawks out big ass nasty one in his face, Bret. But see, that birthed Mr. McMahon. No, right there.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
in his face. It was
Ultimate
like,
heel.
I'm the bad guy now. I'm the owner that's crooked as fuck. Fuck y'all. You know what I mean? Just he I mean, that was a shit that might even start the Attitude Era just right there, because now you had like
I mean, that was like the official, like, I mean, it seemed like that was like the launching point for it.
Because you already had all the players in it. You already had The Rock. He was with the Nation at the time, and he was already like breaking off. He was the voice, and you know what I mean. He was just the start of the babyface heels, right?
Like Stone Cold, super badass in '97, you know. But
I mean,
he got room to grow.
Yeah, and see, in '97, that was when they brought back Bret Hart, and they had, or is it '96? And that was when they
96.
They had him in the mix with.
I mean, '96 Survivor Series was him and Stone Cold, right?
That shit was that's like a real. Because people that don't know, Stone Cold was a technical ass wrestler if he wanted to be, but when he came up, it was like just a brawler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drink a beer. What?
Way more fucking cool. Hold on. He said drink a beer.
What? With 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers.
What?
A shot of whiskey.
What?
A margarita.
What?
And a Bloody Mary.
Oh man, and this is
breakfast for Stone Cold, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure. And
a Bloody Mary. That's for the headache, you know what I mean?
Niner MMA said the Divas as a 13-year-old. I forget about it, man. Like that, I was always going crazy for the puppies. Come on. Who wasn't if you're 12, 13, 14?
What's hella crazy, bro, is George Clooney was with Stacy. He was married to her for hella long, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
did you know that they put a ring inside? Like he made it to where she has to cross over the ropes to get to their bed.
Put that on.
Nah, I just did a bogey there.
I'm like, hell yeah, man. Like, bedroom matches.
She has to step over the top because, man, she was sexy. She got those long ass legs.
All the little kids on that side are like, oh shit, no panties.
No panties. And come on, man. Like the king was just like,
oh, the king perv.
He was setting a real bad or good example for us, or a bad example, but a funny example, because who didn't love it?
He's that perverted uncle. You know what I mean?
Shut up, JR. Shut up. It's time for the puppies, okay?
King getting really excited over here.
And the looks on his faces, if any kind of puppies would get exposed. Like, remember how excited he used to get for Cat? That was probably before they were actually like married. And
he married her?
Yeah.
Oh, he really loved the puppies. I think like, listen, bro.
Yeah, he had to get some of those young divas.
And then, like, you know what's funny too is like I fuck with that Jim Cornette little radio joint, like,
yeah,
on YouTube, and like he was talking about how like he's like, yo, Vince calls in a big meeting. We all come in. He said, okay, guys, we're going to PG.
What up, Terrell?
He's like, like going to PG was like, whoa, that's for real. Like, that's crazy. Because it was crazy. Like, we're watching, it's cable, right? Like, even when they had it on like UPN and shit, you know what I mean, or whatever they call the SmackDown, that was on like regular TV. Like, it was some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Remember DX when they come out?
You're showing ass, bro.
We have a public service announcement to make. So we've been told that we are not allowed to say certain words between the hours of 9 and 10 o'clock. So we will not be saying the lady words like mother beep. we will not be saying shit. And then it's like, but come hour 2, they said that we are okay to use the words ass, not ass beep. And they just went through the whole thing, and it's hilarious because that was like, they said that was not planned. Like Vince McMahon was hella pissed when they did that.
They
livid.
They took advantage of Vince because they knew how to feed his ego. I mean, this is what a Stone Cold podcast was dope, because he's brought in all of them, from Shawn Michaels, like all individually, right? From Shawn Michaels to Razor Ramon to Diesel and even X-Pac and motherfucking, who am I missing here? Triple H, right? Because goddamn, they had a little coalition, and they would just, and even especially when Diesel and Razor Ramon left, bro, they were just getting Vince's head. Like they had his ear like over creators, you know what I mean? Over the people who wrote the creative, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they would feed his ego like shit. I mean, shit, he ended up talking Vince into doing a storyline with his daughter because he was fucking his daughter already, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and super
like, listen, we could make the whole family stars, bro. You know what I mean?
And so it's funny because Vince McMahon, he's livid. He's so pissed. But the USA, like, because the USA actually sent them this like paper that they're reading off.
I mean,
they literally just read it, but they made it funnier because like now they're actually going on live cable saying all this shit that they're not supposed to say. They are being bleeped. And they said the USA, like whoever like wrote that letter, it said that they were like laughing so much at it, like they didn't even do anything to him. They said it was just that.
I mean, it's like it was the longest, most highest rated running cable show like ever, right?
It was CSI something or whatever that like overtook it later. Yeah,
most highest rated, because they were the highest rated, longest running forever.
Yeah,
like them, like Monday Night Football or something like that. Like it was insane, man. Like they were going up against Monday Night Football, beating them all the time.
Damn, Terrell said Jimmy G or Jordan Love. Fuck, I don't want either one of them. I mean, I guess Jimmy, because at least he's got Adams and Jacobs. And, I don't know, maybe Mayer. Who the fuck knows?
Hunter Renfro, bro. Come on,
man.
Toby Myers, my baloney has a first name. What?
And Super Saiyan said, "Not the puppies, the puppies." And Terrell said, "Sting was my man." I mean, Sting was dope for a lot of years.
Woo! He was so cool. He could do Bret Hart, sharpshooter, and Ric Flair's woo.
And Super Saiyan said, Trish Stratus, Stacy, Stephanie. Yeah, sexy as fuck. Yeah. I think it was funny when Stephanie got the boob job and fucking Chris Jericho got to clown all over her. Like, man, that shit was hilarious.
He's like, there's something different about you.
But man, Stephanie was like a good sport for everything. Like The Rock,
shaved the nose down too. I mean, she was like the first Kardashian, like where she just looked too much like the dad. I was like, I gotta do something about this. You know what I mean? Stephanie was like, I let a dumbass like my dad. Let me just shave his nose down. Did she do something with the jaw too? Maybe.
I don't know.
When it came back, got the titties on her. Because she went and had a baby and came back and acted like, oh yeah, I just got these from the baby. No.
And
she did one of those first mommy makeover shit, bruh.
I don't think that she had a baby when she had the boobs. That's way back in the. They don't have any kids that are like in their 20s right now,
don't they?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't even think they were married at that point. I don't even think they were married at that point because I know they got married before they had kids. Like, I'm not saying it can't happen. I just remember the story that them getting married before they actually had kids in real life.
Hey, remember when she was with Test, right? And yeah, this had nothing to do with her being with Test actually, but Test had that boot, bruh. Yeah. That boot, and he would hit you with that full Nelson joint. Yeah. And when he would come off that ropes and just with that boot. Because they just sold it so well. Like, did they both slap their thigh at the same time, or somewhere did he really just and man, like the boot and the clothesline from hell were just like, you can't fake those. Like this.
Yeah. Oh, Super Saiyan said Razor Ramon was the GOAT. Hey yo. Hell yeah.
He'll come out there and they start booing him. And you're like, score one for the good guys.
Oh man. Antonio said Kurt Angle did like his milk.
Kurt Angle was the shit. Just like as far as like in-ring performers, some of the dopest matches is like Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit. Just German suplexes all over the place. Fucking Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Remember that one where Brock Lesnar he did the shooting star press down there and broke his neck?
Yeah, I mean, is it crazy? Like Kurt Angle might be one of the I would say one of the greatest professional wrestlers that's ever existed because of how fast. Like he wasn't doing professional wrestling, like not even a year before he like debuted on Raw.
And he came through in the 90s a certain time early enough where they're still doing gimmicks, and he wasn't a gimmick. He's an actual Olympic gold medalist, right? It's kind of like ushered in the Attitude Era. I mean, they brought in Ken Shamrock too, who was like a UFC guy, and they brought in Steve Blackman, who's a UFC guy.
And he won the Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah, and that's when you know what's crazy? He continued to break his neck hella times over in his career. And then by the time he got to TNA, he was just hella addicted to fucking like everything. Because his story went really dark.
Yeah.
His story goes, and it comes back around now. He's all good, but he kind of got his neck fused everywhere. And he kept turning like this. Hey, how you doing? You know, he's one of those guys.
A lot of big matches, a lot of big high spots, and a lot of getting.
And when he shaved the head, and when there was I bet you, because remember he was in a match with someone, the shave your head match or whatever it was, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's probably because he was like, everybody just getting on him in the locker room. Hey, bro, you losing it up there, bro. He's like, you know what? Fuck it, shave your head match. I'll lose. Put such and such over. Shave my head, because after that, he was a badass, bro.
Yeah.
Bald Kurt Angle, what?
Man, look at this. Marty said
all over the place.
Marty said it sounds like Gaskin will be brought back up to the Vikings active roster by Sunday. He got released like 30 minutes ago.
They're like, psych.
Well, they know no one's going to pick him up, so they can, they can release him. They can get him back on the practice squad, and then, if they need to bring him up by Sunday, they can bring him up.
He was quiet when they were doing a roll call. They're like, Myles Gaskin. He's like, present. And they're like, oh, he ain't here? Oh, he's cut then. Fuck him. Oh, no, he was here? Call him back.
Man, and Super Saiyan said, bro, Shane McMahon's underrated motherfucker. He gave his all for those matches, motherfucker flying through the air. I mean, that first match.
Oh, shit, because you know why? He'll go out there and have a shoot with you, bro.
That one with him and Kurt Angle at the King of the Ring in '99. Fuck, man, that was insane.
He said, "Put me through the glass," right?
Yeah.
He said, "Put me through that," so he does it.
And Kurt Angle broke his tailbone already, like early in the match, and so he's trying to do the belly to belly suplex
into the glass,
and he doesn't go through the first time. You hear his head; it's like thud, like just man.
And then Shane McMahon tells him under his breath, you know, it's like, "Pick me up and do it again, you son of a bitch." Put me through that fucking glass.
And he got him through that time. He got him through that time. But then they try to do it again in like a shorter space. And he doesn't get him through. And he said, "Don't be a fucking pussy. Get me through that glass." And he said he didn't do the belly to belly. He just threw his ass through it.
Grab him by the neck and said, "Fucking screw it." I got a broken tailbone, you son of a bitch. You fucking daddy's boy.
And look at that. Super Saiyan said, "Bro, I remember watching it as a kid thinking this motherfucker's dying tonight." Like, that was an insane match.
And was that all before he even took the high spot off the stage?
Yeah.
He's still later on, still does the high spot.
That was at the end with the kendo stick right to the face. And then just like completely falls off.
Hey, look, we were laughing about this the other day. You brought it up. That shit had me dying. I forgot what in the Hell in a Cell. Shane O'Mac and the Taker. And motherfucking Taker knows this crazy son of a bitch. He's like, "I'm just gonna get all the way out the way as soon as he jumps off that fucking cage." The second foot off that cage, he just got him off that table.
Man.
He's like, "Fuck that. He'll break my ribs." He's like,
insane, man. Like, I wonder, do you think when they do something like that they give any kind of cushion inside the table, knowing that Shane's about to jump from a 20-foot high? You know, shit.
I mean, see, here's the thing. I think he will be like, maybe rig the table a little bit, but already you already know the cushion is when they take off the prompters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
There you go. You're going right through this table. Then you lay them down on there, and apparently they're going to lay down there for like however 2 minutes it takes for me to get all the way to the top of this thing. And then right through it. But I will say, Vince probably be like, "Nah, you going through that table." And like, what is this? Oh, the ring is soft, and I don't know. You just
it is. Well, you look at it, all you got to do is go look at it before Vince McMahon started wrestling. Because before, you see a motherfucker get power bombed and they would be like thud and they would like bounce. And like then after Vince McMahon started getting in there, taking those bumps, like he was like, maybe we got to put some springs, in this. Let's loosen it up a little bit. Because it's all the same stuff, but there's just a little give, just a little bit.
Don't ruin my childhood.
What do you mean? This is well known. This is well known facts. It's not like it doesn't hurt. It just
was like concrete. God damn it!
Like we saw him.
That's my attitude era. They started doing like Falls Count Anywhere matches. Like, listen, we're taking remove the pads. Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like when they went to the black guards instead of like the old school railing.
Yeah.
And you had the little gym mat type things. They removed that shit. Yeah, we're about to suplex you on this concrete, but
like even that, like, I mean, how much is that tiny little mat protecting like 300-pound guys, just falling on it at the exact same time? You can protect much. We got a question from Adam. What up, bro? Start Chig or drop him for Juwanna Man Johnson or Ferguson?
I'll probably take a shot on like maybe Juwanna Man. But I mean Chig, is Hunter Henry out there or like Logan Thomas? I'll probably like take a shot on Logan Thomas. Yeah. Cardinals been bad against the tight end forever.
And they're down defensive players now.
Just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing. Go for a Logan Thomas. And Tino said, shout out to Evil Knievel. Gangster. Crazy motherfucker.
I mean, Evil Knievel, see, he was motherfucker just like, see me looking at the Grand Canyon hit with the family, like, or maybe not even the family, just looking at it like, you know what, I'm gonna jump this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He's seen them fountains in Vegas. What was the fountains? Is it the Caesars?
Yeah.
He was like,
no, well, no, it's at Bellagio, but he did the jump at Caesars.
yeah. So he's looking at the motherfucker. Yeah, he's like, yeah. I'm gonna jump this shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna jump that motherfucker.
You jump 20 fucking buses right in front of this shit.
The 20 fucking buses in front of that motherfucker. I'm gonna jump. Listen, watch this. Hey, Evil Knievel was that guy, man. Shit, several YouTube rabbit holes one time, hella high. It's going on. Let's go watch Evil Knievel shit.
Yeah, because when was the last time that he did something? I mean, it's what, maybe.
And then shout out to Super Dave also too. Remember Super Dave? Super Dave was a fool with it.
Yeah, who's the BMX guy? Matt Hoffman, right? Yeah, that they did the 30 for 30 on. Like he was doing some wild ass shit, and apparently him and Evil Knievel became very good friends, and that wasn't necessarily good for him, becoming a risk taker.
Did he end up dying?
No, but he very close though, because he's the one who all those big ass ramps and shit, where you go like 30 feet in the air and all that shit. Like they invented that shit in like their like backyard, and just real like they were pulling people in on like motorcycles on like some shitty little mink shift like ramp that you couldn't even like go flat on or anything. He's trying to get 30 feet in the air.
Hey, one of the godfathers from my kids, bro. Shout out to my man Kali. You know what I'm saying? One of my near and dear brothers. You know what I'm saying? We're from San Jose. At one point, he had moved out to Hollister, right? And so then when he moved back in high school, this is when I really started rocking with him. You know what I mean? Because like that's really when I met this dude, right? And then like so now we're out of high school. He's like, hey, we're gonna go to this party. I'm like, okay, where? We go to this motherfucking Rice in Hollister, and it's like hella. It's like this dude's house, and there's a ranch, and there's a whole dirt track. There's hella fools riding this big ass junk, bro. It's Travis Pastrana's track. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
He went to high school with this dude. And this dude just, he had mutual friends with him. So we're there, and I didn't even know who it was. I didn't know who Travis Pastrana was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then later on, he's like, that was Travis Pastrana shit, bro. And my boy rides too. My boy gets down, bro. Like he rides like Philly rides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know
no way. It was not Danny Way. I know Danny Way took it to the next level, Tino, but we're not gonna exclude Matt Hoffman because he did that like 10 years or so before Danny Way like even tried that shit.
Danny Way sounds like an Asian.
He totally does, but I don't think he is.
Shout out to all my Asians.
Let's see. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not Asian. Yeah, he said he jumped the Great Wall of China with the first one. Yeah. Go look at the birth. Go watch the birth of the Big Air and Matt Hoffman. ESPN 30 for 30.
These Travis Pastrana motherfuckers though, right? Because listen, by the time, so this happened a long time ago, bro. I'm talking about this like 2000, I don't know, 4 or 5, right? And
Tino, I never said a mega ramp. I said the ramp that makes you go up like 30 feet in the air or whatever. That's what I said.
Is it are you talking about a vert, like a half pipe,
Yeah, just an insanely tall half pipe that you're able to actually get 30 feet in the air somehow.
That's crazy. So instead of like,
and he said the mega ramp was bigger. Well, yes, but like I said, Hoffman was the one who first got the ramp going where you could get it like up over 30 feet.
That was my birthday. Hold on, man.
And then Danny Way made it bigger and better. Okay.
He showed him the Danny Way.
It doesn't start without Matt Hoffman being crazy and killing himself to like invent this ramp. So we're not gonna skip over him.
Danny Way, hold on, reverse this. So this is the first time I ever heard of this kid. So let me get this straight. He jumped over the Great Wall of China. They let him do this shit?
That's what
is he in prison now? Said. Is he in prison now?
And Tino said, this is the shit I know. I was a skateboard rat as a kid. So then why are you skipping over Matt Hoffman like he didn't do anything?
I was
why are you skipping over him?
Me too. See, me and Tino are birthday twins like a motherfucker, huh? I used to be fearless, bruh. Now I just fear everything.
Now you're just a bonus hole with a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to get hurt.
But I don't know, when you become a dad of like a whole bunch of kids, like you can't be getting hurt. Like fuck, how you gonna hold both your kids at the same time? You got a broken shoulder from
They already fucked me up now as it is.
If it's gonna be a broken shoulder, it's gonna be because they did it to you.
You know, my girl brought on me. She's like, you just be falling asleep on the couch, and I'm like, yeah, like it's dangerous too, because she was like come up to me, skip ad, just wow, pound the eye socket. Ah, motherfucker! You little motherfucker! She runs.
Just skip the ad already.
This is the one that she knows the best, but the ones that you can't skip,
right?
You have to wait 30 seconds.
You gotta wait, 10. It's like you gotta wait 10 seconds, not 30.
Freezing and unfreezing it, it's gonna take like 3 minutes for her to do that.
Oh man.
It don't matter what it is, the iPad, the phone, and the iPad shit, damn it, like a frisbee. Right in the jaw.
Damn it.
Get bad, God damn it. Just wait for it.
And Tino said, bro, Danny jumped 75 feet with the ramp. What does that have to do with Matt Hoffman being the first one to get 30 feet in the air? That's all I'm saying.
75 feet. Hey, this is crazy. Hold on. Did he land that shit or did he just go up and then he died?
He probably landed it.
He was up there and he's a skater. Hold on, let me get this straight. Is he a BMX rider or a skater?
A skateboarder, I'm pretty sure.
Danny Way, I'm assuming Danny Way's a skater.
Yeah.
Skating through the mean streets of China. He's skating wearing a mask, I'm sure.
Yeah, look at Matt Hoffman. They were doing it in the fucking backyard with a whole bunch like all Ming shift ghetto ass shit. And he somehow.
Yeah, how'd they build that shit? Is there a documentary? Oh, it's a 30 for 30 on it. Okay.
Yeah, like it was the first season of the 30 for 30. And he was one of those guys. Birth of the Big Air. You guys got to watch it. It's a really dope ass movie.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And Tino said he almost did die, Bogey. He smashed his ankle. I'm pretty sure Matt Hoffman can cust himself.
He smashed his ankle. That's it. 75
Matt Hoffman can cust himself like twice in one same fall. It seemed like he legit almost killed himself. I think they said he damn near broke his neck.
I'm gonna have to give it to Danny Way for 75 feet and only break crushing an ankle here. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
It's funny because in that 30 for 30, they say how Danny Way invented, the Big Air or whatever. And he's pissed. He was like, fuck that. He's like, I was doing this, before they took it to this level and all that.
We actually talked about Danny Way and that motherfucker. He's like, nah. He's like, I'm the originator.
Yeah, he took it to bigger and better levels for sure. But it was like long before the X Games was even doing that shit. They were doing that shit in their backyard.
I mean, and then like building the ramp too to make sure it's like fucking like I mean, you have like a nail sticking out wrong or some bullshit, man. You're dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I used to be. So I know Tina knows what's up, right? Outside of street skating, at one point they had opened up the Van Skate Park at the Great Mall, right? It's out there in Milpitas, and we used to go to this motherfucker. And you get a helmet, and so we had our own boards and whatnot. They give you pads and shit, and they had everything, bro. They had everything you can imagine. It was like fucking Tony Hawk thing for real. Like this was like when Tony Hawk was out. It was awesome.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But yeah, and I could kick flip, I could ollie, I could pop shove it onto things. I could ollie onto things. I could 50-50 grind. I could board slide. And then I got away from the board slide because one time I came down and that bottom of that pole just hit me right in the ass. Fuck my whole shit up for hella long, man. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing that. And then the homie, right? He had tried to teach me how to do the half cap heel flip, and I could do the motion of it, but I could never land it, or like, you know what I'm saying? And I really have to be like super high, like. You know what I'm saying? Because by this time, and then that's when, the smoking and skating, I think that's what really like stopped me. Because like now I'm like hella high. I'm like, and I remember this one time that half cap, I'm coming down, that board is vertical right between my legs, come down. Ah! Still have 4 kids though, so you know what I mean? We was all right there, you know what I mean? But damn, I was like, okay, I can't do a half cap heel flip. I was like, I'll never be able to do that.
Yeah, and even this Big Air, that's what they call the mega ramp, right? I mean, they're only getting 20, 30 feet in the air, right? That's what Tino's showing me right now. I mean, that's the same shit that Hoffman was doing in his fucking backyard.
30 feet in the air, though, bruh.
That's what I'm saying. They're doing it like they're being pulled up by like a motorcycle and shit. Like there's no. Like,
hold on. Who's those motherfuckers that be like, they be just free scaling shit with just bare hands and shit?
Oh yeah, I don't even know what the fuck they're called, but yeah, they're those are the most gangster motherfuckers.
Listen, bro, there's this one dude that says I think it's something Jackson. I forget, but he's like a dude from like the UK or something, bro. And he just scales hella shit, bro.
Yeah, Titans, was that you on Facebook where he said, "Did you see my comment on the last stream?" We shouted you out, but I don't know, what was it? What'd you say?
Who did he kill?
Oh, that you were getting that he was gonna kill. It all starts with Burrow and Allen.
Oh yeah, we didn't like that. We didn't like that.
Assuming. That's what I'm assuming.
You know, I swear to God, in League 16, there's a couple times like, let me see if I can get Burrow off him. I don't like him having Burrow. I have too much Burrow, and he has him. I don't like that.
All bad.
Burrow.
All
and then when he got the calf, I was like,
And what up, Phil? What's going down, bro?
What's happening, Phil? And shout out to my man Titans for life, though.
And Titan said a fat guy 20 feet in the air hurts real bad. It's funny because the first time that Matt Hoffman like actually rode the mega ramp, because he had like he'd retired like already like multiple times. Like he's like the evil Knievel of like BMXing, like broke like every single one of his bones at one point and all this shit. And then he actually goes and does it. He gets, you know, the 30 feet in the air or whatever, but then he just comes down on the, like he doesn't land it. He lands like smack on the top of like the ramp, just like boom.
Does he fall off?
No. No, he comes to an abrupt stop, face first.
Fuck. This is a shoot?
Yeah, come on, man. This isn't
damn. Just right in the face.
Oh, here goes the Great Wall of China from Danny Way. Let's see. How come the Great Wall of China looks so looks so small? It almost looks like the ESPN, like, you know, the space on like the ESPN like ramps when they're doing the X Games and the mega ramp. It seems like that's farther than what this is right now. Not taking anything away from this is dope, but
I mean, you can see it from space, man.
Yeah, he clears it by a long shot. That's for sure.
I mean, did they arrest him right after that?
No, this is all set up. Like ESPN set this shit up.
What? And they can do shit like that? I mean, I bet this guy Danny Way just had some mad pull. Okay, so ESPN.
And me and Tino were on the same page. He said, not so great. He said, that's what I thought, Huss. Yeah, like, I mean, I'm sure that he's jumped bigger shit than the Great Wall of China.
This is not racist right here. They're just saying, but no, I'm just saying what I'm about to say is not racist. You know, Asian people are, you know, they're not the tallest people, you know.
Well, the Great Wall has to do with
me next to that wall. That wall's bigger than a motherfucker. Yeah.
But it's not the Great Wall of China because it's super wide, right? It's the Great Wall of China because it's super long. I thought it's tall as well, but when you got the ramps that are like making it, you know.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hi, babe. Hi, babe. Yeah. Oh, okay.
We're gonna wait for an hour.
Okay, she woke up.
Tino said, "Bro, it's China. You just do whatever. You just do whatever you want to do if you got the bread."
Hey, real talk though, huh? Like, look, I want to get like, okay, you remember that one dude? He did the tallest or the highest skydive. So like, it was like a damn near like jumping out of a spaceship. Basically, he got the highest altitude that you can, and whatever them jets or whatever, and he jumped out, bruh. And he had like a whole entire suit like made to do this shit. Like, it was crazy, bruh. This fool was going so because he's about to go hella fast and heat up. You know what I mean?
I was about to go crazy on this mystery Facebook person. Then I go look at the name and it's fucking Crispy. And he said, "Quit tagging me and tell that 49ers fan to shut the fuck up."
Where's this Crispy?
Oh man, fucking crispy. And what up, Steo? He said, damn, what's the news with Higgins? That Higgins is not in the long-term plans of the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, man, it's ugly.
You ain't playing. But for now, we ain't tripping.
Yeah.
Got him.
Oh, man.
If you're gonna push it around in the car, I gotta dust the car off.
Fuck, Joe said T traded to the Eagles. That would be wild. That would be wild. And Tino said, homie jumps off the roof of the Hollywood Banks. Oh, Danny Way? Is that who you're talking about? Or who you talking about? The dude who was doing the base jumping or something? Let's see. Still said, oh man, what a shame. He said, almost got me worried for a second fantasy wise. And that's what the point was, get people a little bit worried to chime in to hear what the actual news really is. So it's not too good. Not too good either way for our Dynasty Higgins. That is for sure. Right. Yeah, and Stale said good clickbait for sure. Yeah, definitely. And we've told people get ready because we're going to have clickbaity stuff to, just get people over here. That's what we got to do. They got to see the shit and they got to like, oh man, what the hell's going on? So be ready for those type of things. But we'll always give the actual news when you chime in and watch.
Okay, but don't go too fast so you don't go far from grandma, okay?
What? Marty said, I know Rasheed Rice owner is feeling good today. Why? He should have got more. And Bakes a Lot said, Jaden Reed or JSN, full PPR. Feel like I'd rather have JSN. Yeah, I feel like I'd rather have JSN than Reed. I mean, both rookies. I don't really like playing rookies, in the opening game. You just can't really expect like a lot. But yeah, I'm going JSN. Just better offense over there. Derek says Reed with no Watson. And Titan said, never laughed so hard as I did during the Jackass movie. He said something about people destroying each other. Super funny, man. Super funny. Stale said, I'd say bring him to DC, but our wide receivers are solid as it is. Yeah, definitely. Stale said, I picked up Rasheed Rice. Dropped him yesterday for a team defense streamer. Yeah. That's for sure. Tino said, imagine if Brock Purdy had Chase. Well, yeah. 49ers will never have anybody like Chase on their team, though. Ayuk was the closest that they could get. Yeah, Derek said OBJ back to healthy again. Yeah, he got in a full go. They said he's good to go. Let's see what Bogey says about 5 o'clock tomorrow for the silver screen breakdowns. And Titan said Steve-O and the Porter Potty was the all-time great. Dude, I laughed so fucking hard at that specific thing. And it's at the Shaq music video shoot. And like, man, it was so funny. Yeah, Steve-O jumping from a tree through a porter potty, like through the roof of the porter potty, and then just coming out the door with like hella swag and like nothing even happened. So fucking funny. I not even seeing that right now, but just in my head seeing it. So funny. And Tino said the 49ers got Trey Lance instead of Chase. Yeah, I mean, we don't need to talk about that because like I already said how like stupid that was, and they just should have went for a playmaker, instead of like a play caller, which they did. But when you trade up and you trade up those you trade away those 3 first-round picks, it's like you have to do that because that's the only move at that point. Yeah, Tino said Chase went a few picks later. Yeah, of course, dude, definitely. Kyle Pitts went the pick directly after him. Titan said, I will not go to one at work because I don't trust anybody at work. Sure, smart man. Peace out, Derek. We're about to get up out of here in a minute. I'm just trying to kill a second or two until Bogey gets back here so we can.
I'm right here.
Oh, there he goes. So Nelson said it's 5 good for tomorrow.
Saturday? Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. No, I'm just thinking because I'm gonna do something, but it's like midday, so
okay.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, man.
There you go. Yep, J. Phil, we talked about this earlier. Watson is out. Yes, sir. I put that on the title of the video because I wanted people to make sure that they knew he's out for Sunday's game. Marco said I can make Wee Man disappear. It was also pretty good. That was pretty fucking funny.
Oh, we're going down the Jackass rabbit hole now?
Yeah, Titans brought it up.
Oh, don't let her walk around in socks. There you go.
I said that draft is stacked because Chase, Micah, Waddle, Horn. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we want to bring that up now that Bogey's back here.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
the Trey Lance draft.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
because he said that could you imagine Brock with Chase? And I was like, well, yeah, but the Niners are never going to have a wide receiver like that. And they said, well, they could have got him because he went a couple picks after Lance. And I was like, well, yeah.
Yeah,
they're not going to trade up 3 first-round picks to get him, though.
Yeah, and like, you know, it's like maybe we don't have. I mean, shit, I said that before. I played that game with CeeDee Lamb. Like, why? You know, we took fucking Javon Kinlaw. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and we had CeeDee Lamb right there. You know what I'm saying?
Antonio, no, not Deshaun Watson, Christian Watson. Yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I mean, there's a lot of first-round busts, you know, and like. We can go down the list. There's first round busts every single year. And I think a lot of people forget that when they get this rookie fever.
Also, too, is like they forget about them post rookie year, even like say like on you know, on the defensive side, like, you know, like how many pass rushers get pulled up in the first round and they don't know, you know what I mean? I mean, how good of a pass rusher can you be 9 times out of 10 if you're on a bad team, right?
Yeah.
You're pulled up, you're on a bad team because, you know what I'm saying, this team that drafted you up high. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a lot of losing game scripts, you're not really setting pass rush that much. You know what I mean? It just hurts the match.
Yep. And yeah, see, it's crazy because like we don't see a lot of linebackers drafted in the first round unless they're like the edge rushing, you know, style of linebacker.
Yeah, outside linebackers and shit.
But we see them, you know, we see the edge rushers and the outside linebackers. We see a lot of cornerbacks. You rarely see any safeties. And then offensive linemen for sure, you know, crazy amount of offensive linemen go in that first round. And then you'll see a couple quarterbacks if they're worth it.
Yep. And then like, you know, every so often you'll have that crazy receiver year, like, you know, 2 years ago when you had like Garrett Wilson in London and Jameson Williams and Chris Olave. And you have, you know what I'm saying? You just have, or like go all the way back to 2014 when you had Sammy Watkins and OBJ and Mike Evans and fucking Calvin Benjamin. Who else was there? There's hella fools that season, remember?
Yeah, I'm looking to see if
and fucking come on, I know there's hella more. Was that that wasn't Devontae? Devontae Adams, what, 2015? Yeah, who else was 2014? Because there was a gang of motherfuckers that came out that year.
Yeah, I'm trying to look and see. Trying to see like, what's the most first round wide receivers that have ever like came out in a year.
Was 2021 a threat of 2022 class on par?
No, I mean because they weren't even as good as like the Wilson and like London class and all that, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. The 2022, that's them.
Oh yeah. I mean they had to be. I thought you said 2023. I feel like they had to be, but I'm not even finding like anything that's given us like just that specific information.
I mean, maybe even not just how about the most drafted in the first round? How about that? Because I know like there was it 2 years ago? When was the Sky Moore and them? Oh, that was last year, huh? Yeah, because even like we had like the most in like the first 2 rounds ever, I think.
Yeah. Let's see. Nope, not this one. Yeah, why don't they have like
I don't know.
now it's showing me just like number 1 overall. Let's see.
How many times does that happen?
I don't know. I think
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, it could.
1 overall.
Yeah, see, maybe there's something that we might have to compile ourselves.
Yeah. I'm still kicking myself in the ass trying to remember what other receivers came out in that. Because then, now that I think about it too, even at 2014, there was only like Sammy Watkins and like I think OBJ. I can't remember else who won the first round, but like there was just it was a deep class, I should say. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I found a page that has every first round wide receiver. Oh, no. This is just every wide receiver drafted. Yeah, so
that guy had a lot of time on.
Yeah, 2023 is 4. 2022, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. Though 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2020 had 6 first rounders as well.
Yeah, because you had Jerry Jeudy, Justin Jefferson, fucking Jalen Reagor, right? Fucking Jerry. Did I say Jerry? Brandon Ayuk. And then who else am I missing, bro? One more.
2015 had 6 of them.
Word.
Amari Cooper, Kevin White, Devontae Parker, Nelson Aguilar, Brashad Perryman, Philip Dorsett.
Wow. and that was the Colts that took Dorsett.
All bad.
He was like supposed to be, and all he was like a poor man's Ty. You know what I mean?
Here you go. 2009, there was 6 of them. Darius Hayward Bay, Michael Crabtree, Jeremy Maclin, Percy Harvin, Hakeem Nicks, Kenny Britt.
And I loved Jeremy Maclin, bro.
I still can't believe I've gone back like 15 years now, and 6 is still the most. 2007 though, Calvin Johnson, Ted Ginn, Dwayne Bowe, Robert Meacham, Craig Davis, Anthony Gonzalez, another Colts wide receiver pick.
Just couldn't figure it out, could they?
2005, Braylon Edwards, Troy Williamson, Mike Williams from the Lions, Matt Jones, Mark Clayton, Roddy White.
Roddy.
Oh, we finally found it. You got to go back to 2004, where we got 7 drafted in the first round. Larry Fitzgerald, Roy Williams, Reggie Williams, Lee Evans, Michael Clayton, Michael Jenkins, and Rashawn Woods.
Mike Jenkins was at Vikings? No, Packers. No? Who did Jenkins play for? Oh, I'm thinking of Jennings. He played for
Falcons.
Okay, I've never heard of him. Shit.
Went to Ohio State.
Oh, he got the pedigree. That's a receiver factory over there.
6 go in 2001. David Terrell, Corin Robinson, Rod Garner, Santana Moss, Freddie Mitchell, and Reggie Wayne.
Wow. So Reggie Wayne and fucking in the year after Larry Legend, bro. They're like the only ones that fucking stood the test of time. Then you even had like a Ted Ginn who played for fucking 10 plus years, right? Damn near.
Yeah.
Like that was the following year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did play for them. He went. It's funny because I think he's low key a curse because he went to a couple Super Bowls. He was there with Carolina. He was there with my Niners, I think, too. In one of those ones. And that one loss. Was he with us in the motherfucking?
I think he was, right?
Ravens.
I think so.
I want to say he lost another one with the Cardinals. Was he with the Cardinals when they lost? I don't know, bro. I'm fucking that up. Who else was curse? Randy Moss is a curse for the Super Bowl. I mean, lost 2 of the motherfuckers.
And Sebastian said Eagles passed on Dak too. Not sure who they got. I mean, shit, people passed on Dak 3 or 4 times that year. He went in the 4th round.
You know what I mean? 4th round. I mean, and I like Dak. I mean, I think he's like, I've got love him for fantasy, bro.
Yeah.
Reality, I don't know. I actually love that the Cowboys have him in reality.
And Zeb said go with Chuba, Gainwell, or P. Ryan. It'd be P. Ryan, Gainwell, Chuba is how I'd rank them.
Yeah.
Oh, Marty said DK, not Dak. Okay. Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, I mean they had CD and Coop at the time, so I don't think they would look that way. That was 2019. You know what I mean? Cooper, they just traded from 2018. He was he balling. You know what I mean? They're not, and they didn't have CD yet. You're right. Actually, they were fooling around with like Michael Gallup. That's what they did that year. 2019, they drafted Michael Gallup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they had Michael Gallup 2018, I think. That's what they did. They had Michael Gallup there, like, screw this. We need fucking Mari Cooper, motherfucker.
Yeah.
First round from. Sold them off for 2/5 at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amari's been in the game for a minute now. Almost 10 years. My mom and dad came over here to visit the kids and shit. And my dad, it's hella hot, but my dad's out there bending the block with the kids, pushing them around.
Yeah.
You can hear my son, he's riding a trike, hella hitting the thing. Ding, ding. Yeah. My boy.
Marty said, imagine if the Eagles drafted Jefferson, they wouldn't have traded for A.J. Brown. Yeah, crazy butterfly effect.
I mean, they knew after the likes of Jalen Reagor, they were like, maybe we're not so good. They hit on Devontae Smith as a first rounder. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, because he was what, the 6th overall or 7th overall?
He did have the rapport with Jalen Smith. What's his name?
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. There you go. I got you. Stuck. Hey, I heard you ringing that bell. Hell yeah.
All right. Well, you ready to get up out of here, Bogey? And we'll be back, maybe sometime later tonight. We'll see how it works out.
You know what I mean? I'm tripping. I'm just gonna finish this joint. So you know what I mean? We got any more questions?
I don't think so. Go subscribe to the podcast, Fantasy Football Hustler and Silver Screen Breakdowns. If you have not subscribed, do it because it helps us get the downloads up. So go do that right now. And go to 420crewmerch.com. Go get you some 420 Crew merch. What else we got?
Madness.
We got the best pregame show on Sundays, so make sure you guys are here bright and early. We'll be in here at least 3 hours before the games get started.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? I am down later though. Throw some psychedelics in the tank.
Yeah,
some real tough Q&As. You know
I just found these mushrooms right now.
Q&A/AMAs.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Ask me anything because those are always fun. I mean, we basically did that today. We go down rabbit holes. It's fun.
Yeah. All right, Bogey, send us off.
Shit, man. Universe, give me money.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.